Please help me get over my. Right, hold on. I just ate some M&Ms, but I don't want anything sweet in my mouth before I take a drink.
Yeah. It's not as sweet as you would think.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's have some Ruffles.
I don't know if you've ever had a Moscato before. It's pretty much a Moscato with a honey finish instead of a grape finish.
Yeah.
So. What did you end up taking this level?
Just a tribute bonus.
Okay. For
because I was
rogue, right?
Yeah, no, because I'm now level 8 monk.
Okay.
So that was all I got. So that and a key point. Well, the good news is, thanks to my little +2 dex sash, I'm at 22 dexterity right now, which is fun.
Nice. Custom made. I should never give them away.
Oh, +2 dex.
It is when you have a 22 dex.
It cost me all my gold.
That's fine.
Okay. Wait, I'm gonna drink a lot.
Oh, it's magic. Oh.
You can smell the honey.
We have a Thornock on the line, or
not yet?
Yeah, it's not as sweet as you would expect.
It's actually sweeter than I thought.
Oh, really?
But yeah.
She's not paying yet.
Oh, thank you.
Just primer, but
When I always thought of mead, I always thought of it more as like an ale with that was honey flavored. But then when I realized it's like, oh, this is literally just wine. It's honey wine.
Yeah.
I was wrong. But pretty good.
Well, would Thor sound cool if he was like, "Bring me some water"?
Yeah, exactly. Somebody's like, "Bring me mead." You're like, "Oh, that's manly," and then you're like,
So
"Wait a second, it's over by Moscato and rosés."
Thanks, Scott.
Yeah, no problem. I actually printed 3. I always print multiples just in case, one of them fails or something.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 of them are good, and one of them she's missing her left leg. It only goes to the knees, so. I primed
into that version.
Just in case.
The amputee version.
Is Casey not coming tonight?
No, she won't be joining us. She got a migraine today. She actually got a shot from the doctor too. Scott, like a full-on shot for it. So.
Today?
Yeah. But she was late coming home because she went to the doctor. She had an appointment already set. But while she was there, she was like, "By the way, right in front of the cameras."
Oh yeah.
Right.
There we go.
People need to see my ugly mug. I want actually like a Stein now, Scott. 3D print me one that's got like a weird face.
Or the mug we saw it's like roll for dexterity or roll a dex check. Everybody fails. Jesus saves. Whatever.
I want to get that really bad.
I was like, oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
That one was pretty funny. My favorite meme's the one where it's like, Jesus saves and takes half damage. Because both spells are, you take half damage on a save, right?
Oh, so you know which ones I took. I replaced, since I can change one spell per level, I replaced Suggestion with Mass Suggestion.
Okay.
And then for my spell that I took Teleportation.
Oh.
Nice.
I don't know if you need to know, but I changed the spell as well to Locate Object, and I kicked off like Ray of Sickness or something.
Okay.
So.
You didn't do Identify yet?
No, because I haven't learned it yet. I have to write it in my spellbook before I can prepare it.
Yeah.
So I need to either buy a scroll that already has it or read it in a book or whatever.
Yours is only you can replace cantrips, isn't it?
No, I can replace every long rest with a prepared spell that I have.
Oh, okay.
Or I mean with a learned spell. So I learn them, but then I have to
Yeah.
prepare them every day.
Okay, so basically, like at your next long rest, you're going to be switching spells out.
Exactly.
Got it.
I usually don't, just because it's such a hassle.
Mm-hmm.
So I have like my staple couple, but there's like 1 or 2 that I'm like.
Usually what I do, because clerics / paladins can do the same thing. They can just call on their god's power for whatever. So usually what I'll do is before the game, I'll just go through the spell list and which ones I want.
Yeah.
If we've been at a rest site, but if we're in the middle of something, I'll be like, I can't switch these out yet.
Yeah. I can't recall. We didn't take a long rest
Nope.
yet. We're
You guys
still.
have not
We
taken
just
a-
got to
Yep.
the edge of the village.
You guys actually just left, heading towards the village. There was
Thornak
no-
has a dragon's head on it.
That's
Yes.
right.
And you are dragging Neron Vein along behind you. So, as a reiteration for anything else, you guys fought a dragon last time. You guys killed a dragon last time. There was some cool moments. You dropped him from the ceiling using some bombs. You teleported up to the ceiling right before that and slashed him with a dragon blade. It was actually really good fun all around. Some of you died once or twice, came back to life.
Yeah, that was scary.
Not full death. Mostly dead. Mostly dead.
Only 1/3.
I'm not dead yet.
To be fair.
And at the end of it, you do have the head of a dragon and the elf who's been colluding with him in tow.
We haven't questioned him yet or anything.
No.
Okay.
I would say that Lunira is probably the one watching.
Yeah, that's
right?
probably a safe bet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was the one that watched him while you guys went and explored.
Right.
And you found a magic belt and some potions of... anybody remember?
Yes, I have it.
I didn't take them.
Giant strength.
I have it all down here.
Oh yeah, giant
Giant
strength. That's right, because the belt wasn't giant strength.
Well, the
Correct.
We
belt's
confused it.
unidentified.
Right, we
Yes,
confused it with the
unidentified.
spell.
Yep, yep, yep.
Cool.
Which, by the way, in the base manual, there's only 2 belts that are magical. So if it's not one, it's probably the other.
Yep, giant strength or the dwarven kind.
Yeah, it's like a belt of giant strength in like 4 different tiers, or it's the belt of dwarven kind.
Or
Which is
it
like
could be-
Constitution and gives you a beard or something like that. What is that?
I think that is what it does.
I think it does.
I told you it's the belt of sitting.
It's
You
the
can
belt of
sit
sitting.
down anywhere, even if there's not a chair or a seat below you.
I
You
think-
just do the sitting motion and
I think
it's
it should
solid.
be the belt of gender bend, and then we throw it on.
We just have to get
somebody
him to
been
die and
reading
resurrect.
Order of the Stick?
Yes.
Good. I'm glad you got to that part.
Yep.
Have you got to the part where they put it on?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That's such a good part.
That was a good one.
I almost did that. I was like, I could just give them giant strength, but make
I'll
it
put it on.
a gender swapping one.
Since it came off the female item.
That'd be pretty funny.
Like we didn't notice, but after a while she went back to he.
He should have back to you.
It's hard to tell with Ettins. Like I said, it's the messy movies.
Let's see.
Ready?
Only way you can tell.
I want to pull up the belt of dwarven kind now.
Thank you for
Because that's what it is. Let's just be honest here. Like, I'll just give that to you. Identify complete. Good job. So while wearing this belt, you gain the following benefits. Your Constitution score is increased by 2 to a maximum of 20, which means that your dexterity probably shouldn't be over. Oh no, that's right. The belt only buffs you to 20 because your belt is belt of elven kind.
Right.
Technically. You probably shouldn't be at 22 then.
Okay. I mean,
Because the belt just brings you up to 20, basically.
Okay.
That's the maximum that you can get up to. Because any other bonuses that you add, like if you just added +1 to dexterity twice, they wouldn't stack with the belt.
Okay.
So you can probably put those attributes somewhere else if you'd
Okay.
like.
or maybe I'll take a.
Yeah,
I'll-
or you can
I'll-
take a feat.
I'll
Yeah.
think about it tomorrow or something.
Well, make sure that you drop it
I
down
will.
so you're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
doing extra damage and stuff. And then it gives you advantage on persuasion checks to interact with dwarves. And then when you're attuned to it, you have advantage on saving throws against poison and resistance to poison damage. A dark vision of 30 feet, and you can read, speak, and write Dwarvish. And it does give you a beard.
Ah.
So
You
if
can
your
roll
character
every
already
morning.
has a beard,
Roll every
all
morning
it changes
to-
is your stats.
It
Yeah,
braids
pretty
your beard. Like
You have a 50% chance
It
each
throws
day
you
on
up
of
in
growing a full beard,
endgame, right?
if you're capable of growing one. So technically, elves would not benefit from that, because elves cannot grow beards.
I
is
just
that
want the
canon or is that
I just want the
That's-
Constitution buff, so my
That's
armor
Lord
class
of the
goes up.
Rings canon.
or do they just constantly shave?
I
Or
think
cast it?
it's actually
They're just
specifically
glamour.
like-
They all have
glamour.
huge beards,
If
but they're
they
just
age
glamour.
Only
slower,
men-
it takes them
only
like
the
1,000
race
years
of
to grow a
man
beard.
grows beards.
It just takes
And
longer.
dwarves.
Yeah, and half elves technically. I think that's like one of the defining features.
Yeah,
You can
right.
tell like you have the
Yeah,
elf
'cause-
pointy ears,
but you have stubble
You have
and-
stubble.
yeah.
So.
Because I have the half elf portrait and got a
No goatee.
little goatee and
Oh.
stuff.
Anyway,
Hey,
so
Reese,
that's,
can you hear
that's
us?
where you're at.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Wandering back out of the lake forest. And you guys head back through the part of the woods that had the Eder caps in it. And with the dragon being dead, the area directly around the cavern kind of gone back to normal. It wasn't nearly as hostile feeling. But this part of the forest is still dark. It is still like full of webbing. The trees are all dead. And everybody go ahead and roll me a perception check. Nine.
17.
17.
How about you, Reese?
Uh, 12.
So Ari and Tavish, being the most attuned of the group, notice
it's the ears.
It's the ears. Pointy ear power, and you just both go like this to each other.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talk in ear wiggle.
That's how elves communicate. Little known fact. You guys are noticing that there are more Eder caps watching you. They're very cautious, but you start seeing one, and then two, and then you see 3 or 4 giant spiders. And by the time you guys are getting near the edge of the forest, there's a whole swarm of them.
I slowly pull out my weapon.
And I go invisible.
Do we notice both of those things happening?
Yeah. So you guys.
I do
guys
say
see
like I do
Tavish.
say something like, "Stay alert, we've got company."
Of course, we're dragging
I
him
grip
behind
my
us. What
staff
are you
a
talking
little
about?
bit
I rolled a
tighter.
5.
Yeah. And
Other company in the shadows.
Oh, I see. Shadow.
And at a brief count, you count at least 20 Eder caps and at least 2 score of spiders. And these things, like they're ranging in size. It's like the swarm in Chamber of Secrets, right? Where it's just like there's a lot of them, and they're all very different in sizes.
I say
None of them have reacted yet.
they might want.
Is the forest dark right now? Or
Yes.
So we're like in the dark area.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna pull the globe out, the drift globe.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bring it up to my mouth and say, so let's see. Daylight is. It doesn't last long, right? Spell.
A little darker than that, but
It says forest
It has
night.
a 1 hour duration, so I am
Yeah.
gonna cast the daylight spell with it.
okay.
So I whisper to it, Nalta. Kind of push it off, and it just kind of floats up just a little bit above our heads, and then lights up.
Everybody. So I need everybody to make me wisdom saving throw because daylight does try to blind everybody temporarily.
Oh, good thing
you guys
I
get advantage because you probably
Natural
have
20.
a little advanced warning.
Do I need to roll it as well?
Yeah, because I think you are in range of the spell.
Yeah, it's within 60 feet.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could just basically be like,
Yeah, so you get advantage,
okay, all right.
and it's against your spell save DC, whatever that is. Your wisdom spell save.
15.
15.
Oh, I got 19, so I was prepared for it.
Narenvain is he's conscious, right?
Yes. And he shrieks as he basically he doesn't know what the heck's going on.
I clamp my hand over his mouth, so he's like,
Yeah.
I go up to him and I pull out my dagger and hold it up to his neck and I say, "Call off your underlings, traitor. If you want to live."
When you do cast the daylight spell, you see like everything like shrinks back from it. Obviously,
that was
there's some,
what I was attempting to do.
Yeah,
Is make sure that
there's
we have
now
a
a
zone of-
60-foot radius around you that these spiders are not entering into. And once Tavish takes his hand away from Narenvain's mouth, he says, "These are not."
Then where do they come from? Your dragon is
maybe we can
obviously
appease
dead.
them by feeding.
They weren't my dragons either.
Not a bad idea. Except the king would be pissed.
So I am interested to make a deal with whoever decides to kill you.
Do you have any idea as to who might have sent these? I press the dagger closer.
All right.
Against his neck.
Intimidation check.
Not good. 5.
Can I twinkle fire in my fingers?
You have the backside of the dagger.
I'm like, oh shoot!
He's just like,
that's the pommel. Dang it!
It's in your gauntlet.
I'm a monk, I'm not-
It's
just a
right now, so it's just like,
Pommels could be sharp.
I'm not a natural intimidator.
it's just a stick. You're like, ah.
I don't think that I have any reason to fear you. If you wanted to kill me, you already would have.
I have a pretty decent intimidation.
Right.
I'll just.
Well, regardless,
I'll kind of.
+7. Just
regardless
light
of
up a fireball
who
with
sent
my fingers.
these foes, they are here now.
If you'd like, I can perhaps buy us some time. If you'd like.
So far they haven't been.
How would you?
Can
Can
I
tell
roll?
the 12 of them to bug off.
Can I roll an
And if they're
insight
caps,
check?
they can tell the spiders.
Maybe animal handling to try to see if I can figure out if they are like getting ready to strike type of thing.
How many
you
other
can do
caps are-
animal handling for the spiders, or you can do insight for the outer caps.
How many other caps are there again?
You can count about 30 that you
Don't-
can see.
Don't the editor caps generally control the spiders?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do an insight then.
So close.
You know that because your book does have Eder caps in it, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Eder caps are spider shepherds, from what you've gathered.
Should we try
Do I get
and
advantage
talk to them?
since in my
Do they
book
speak our
it's like-
language?
I don't have much choice.
Sure.
I don't have like any spell. We're gonna have to.
Creatures. Oh, it's okay. So it's not humanoid. It's creatures.
25.
You know, from what you can tell, these things are not attacking. They seem to be blocking your path. They don't seem to be trying to actively, like, rush in and kill you, or else they would have done that already.
Do we
Like, the numbers here, despite you being powerful adventurers, the numbers here
Yeah.
would easily overwhelm you.
Yeah,
Do
we would,
they-
we would die.
do we remember if they spoke, like the Ettercaps themselves, if they spoke anything? I don't remember last time if they had said anything. I don't think they said anything last
I
time.
don't think they do speak anything.
They're just. I don't think they have a high enough intelligence for it, right? It doesn't appear. It doesn't appear that they are poised to strike,
I think they're just.
but they are blocked. They are barring.
One
our
more
path.
thing that you...
They're in front of us in a way.
They're all around you, for the
Just
most
surround
part.
us.
Okay.
Can
we maybe
One more
have
thing
them?
that you know is that usually, like, there's 2 or 3 eder caps to a herd of these spiders, so
There's 30 Eder caps.
there's more like eder cap groups here than you would assume would be in a single place.
Maybe they're.
I don't.
peaceful? I mean,
So-
I generally they don't
try and
congregate
talk
like
us
this.
through.
So I don't know what's going on.
maybe there's
You're
a.
the one with the charisma.
Maybe they have an issue. We both have high charisma. Do you want to try and talk to them? You go first.
You go for it.
I will shove them forward.
I assume each of you are welcome to this gathering. We're trying to make our way through. Why do you bar our path? I don't know if you speak any languages, but I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I'd translate an undercommon just in case.
Can any of you understand me? If so, please have your representative come forward.
So you don't get any response
Okay.
from the eder caps, nor the giant spiders. From that.
Okay.
But you
Not
do...
even a reaction. Like they didn't even react. Like they didn't.
No,
start
like they were
chittering
just
or
like
anything like that.
they're just watching. In fact, they're very unnaturally silent. Like usually there would be a lot of chittering coming from spiders.
Maybe
but
they're under the power of a mind flare.
Okay.
Something about this. And as you speak and as you finish, you all notice off to your right that a small patch of the spider swarm just peels away and opens up kind of a path that doesn't lead you back towards the village, but it leads you towards a different area deeper into the woods.
I'm gonna do this thing
Seems like
and walk towards that path.
seems
Pretty
like we
slowly,
have no other
but
choice.
letting them know like I'm not gonna try and attack anybody. Staff above my head the whole time.
Can I gesture to them and say, do we need these two to come with us?
Like,
Referring
hold
to
on,
Lynira and what's his name?
yes.
Near and vain.
Yes.
They do not respond.
Because I could just send them home.
I think. Well, we can't. This is the only path.
Yeah, they're
Well,
completely
I can
around
do
us.
if they don't attack, I can do a teleportation circle and send them off. But I just don't want to be.
But that's gonna
dragging
take you
there
about a
if they
minute
get
or so, right?
10 minutes.
That's okay.
10 minutes.
You could
Or a
teleport. You could teleport them to Altand.
I think
Atlan.
our best course of action is to
Split the party.
follow this path that's been given to us, and I don't see much other option.
Right.
Put it to a
So I'm
vote.
gonna start walking.
I vote the spider path.
So as you start
The path of
walking,
spiders.
Tavish, your drift globe follows you.
Yeah.
And every time you move an inch, the spider swarm follows behind you. So they start
They're staying right on
pushing
the edge
in,
of the
yeah.
light,
Mhm.
basically.
Yeah, we'll go.
Follow.
So you all start heading down this winding path. The trees become even more gnarled in areas. At one point, you feel like you're just going through a long stretch of tunnel that is nothing but brambles overhead. And then I need another perception check. Who gets this first?
25.
11 or 21. I can count.
21.
19 plus 2 is not 11.
Or not?
Hold on.
Yes, he's there.
Aw, he sounds so sad. There's an open seat here for you.
That's a 17.
17, okay.
Okay.
So, Ari, you guys are walking through this, and your delicate yet powerful elf ears pick up the sound of a voice. And at first, you can't quite make it out, but as you guys continue down the trail, you start hearing kind of the soft whimpering, and you actually hear a voice that you haven't heard since you were a kid. Different. You never really heard Garrett scared before, like not usually. Like there were a couple times in your memories, but you can clearly hear him saying, "Ari, please come help me. Ari, help me."
Can I tell the direction that it's coming from?
Straight ahead of you.
I start to run.
Did we hear anything at all?
No,
Or it's
you
just
guys- you guys-
okay, yeah, I'm gonna kind of do the same thing, like reach out to try and.
If we, yeah, if
Grab
we
her.
hear
Let's
anything.
do a dexterity contest between the two of you, or dexterity or strength.
Wow.
Dexterity would probably be like.
I got 21.
Wow.
I actually got a 21. Yeah.
Just a straight
Incredible.
just a straight dexterity check,
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
acrobatics
Nope.
or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
straight 20.
20. So Ari starts running forward, and surprising everyone, Akio reaches out and grabs her before she can move too far away.
I say,
Whoa.
I can hear my brother.
Hearing that.
No one
and
else.
we didn't hear it.
I'll let go, but I'll say
Do you start to listen
wait.
now?
I'll let go. I'll say wait for us.
If I did, well, if I didn't initially hear it,
I want
then
to
I
sit
would
and
probably
focus.
start trying to hum and do a counter time.
Okay.
Just to try and get the melody going,
Mm-hmm.
and then slowly pulling out, like not to like.
Okay.
whenever I
So,
start playing really softly.
right before you make your counter charm, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
I want to sit and listen.
17.
After
Is
I
this
hear
against
the-
magic?
I try to hear the.
This is against magic.
Okay,
yes.
advantage. The first one was 17, second was 10. 17 plus wisdom save. Gonna be plus 0, so 17.
Okay. So you start hearing a voice as well, but then you start playing your counter charm. You said you're listening in now?
Yeah, I'm trying to hear what he's talking
And
about.
So-
I've let go of him at this point, or her.
Okay. So you're free.
Right.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw to see if you continue on your same path.
24.
Okay.
No, sorry. 20.
You realize that caution is the better option at this point.
Okay.
Don't go racing off.
Yeah. I
You
kinda
don't
go,
hear
"Wait,
a
Garrett-
little boy's voice.
Garrett's dead.
You hear a woman's voice. You hear a woman that, again, a woman that you haven't heard in years. I'll leave it completely up to you on who this woman is because we haven't established too much of Tavish's backstory. But I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, and you do have advantage because of the counter charm spell going on right now. And again, it's the same kind of thing where you're hearing a Tavish, help me, please.
12. 15. I roll a 15, and
It's right under you.
so I can hear it, and I say,
Roland.
Royland.
It's a high feminine voice.
I know,
but okay,
I know.
sure.
I
15
say,
doesn't actually make your save.
Maybe he knew
I'm
as a
like-
kid. You don't know.
Charlotte? I start just walking towards the noise. Just,
What's going on? Hey.
Yeah, and you just see him kind of like stumbling forward towards the voice, not caring about where his
I'm not
feet
gonna
is.
reach out and grab him, but I'm gonna kind of like slowly grab him, like look at him, like, are you okay?
Go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw. You don't get advantage. For
So I
this
just
one.
turn to you with like blank stare. Go. And then I let's see.
There's dwarves in this
Even
world.
worse, 9.
Yeah.
Like, am I the only sane person here?
And I just go, yes, walk away.
Yes.
Yes.
I say,
I gotta
she
keep- I
is
gotta keep the
a
melody.
Anything?
childhood friend that I grew up with.
I can't hear anything.
I say,
Yes, actually, you
We're-
can't hear it.
we're hearing voices.
I can't hear a single thing. It's dead silent.
Thornock, you start hearing a voice too. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw with advantage for the counter charm. But you hear Tamanel's voice begging you to
Hey,
come
big
save
guy.
her.
Come save me, big guy.
Why do you keep saying
Big guy. Sun's getting low. Sun's going down.
Do it.
That's a natural 1.
Thornock goes barreling down the path, or so I assume. I won't play your character.
Oh, yeah.
And as he passes me, I'm like, are you here to help me get her? Just totally.
Well,
What is going on?
We have to stick with him because the orb's moving, so I'm gonna keep walking.
Yeah, the
with
orb
his
does.
What happens if I
What-
grab the orb? Or is it way up in the air?
It's just floating around him, but it's magically attuned to him.
Okay,
So, like, if you
I-
grab it,
It probably just pulls me with them.
yeah, like slightly pulls
Okay.
him in an orbit.
So
around him.
I turn
Is
to-
that player knowledge or like character knowledge?
Player, character, both.
Hang the hammer
okay, then I
on
won't
it,
grab
and then
it.
you
It's
can
player
let-
now, character soon.
I turn to Akio and Brahm and say, I heard my brother's voice. I'm assuming they're hearing somebody else. There must be some kind of spell. But we're probably not stopping Thornock, so we better follow him.
This feels like charm magic. Careful. Cautious.
So you guys continue down this path, and eventually, Thornock, you get here first, so I'll describe it to you. You come out of this little bramble tunnel, and the forest almost seems to lighten up again. Almost like, hey, everything's fine now, kind of a calm before the storm
Perfect roll.
area. And you enter into this clearing, and you see 3 figures kind of hanging up on these wooden X's. So like a
A flare.
like a flare
Yeah.
cross, yeah. And
bastards.
you
Let's
don't
do this.
recognize the 2 on the left and the right, but the one in the middle is very clearly to you a struggling Tamanel.
Is that the king?
No, it's his love.
We don't. That's not what we see. This
You
is what
guys,
Thornock
this is Thornock barreled ahead at full speed, so he's gonna get there just a bit before you guys.
I'm
So-
back invisible, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my axe, and I'm gonna try to chop down the thing she's on.
So you rush towards her, and you hit the center of the circle, and all of a sudden your body just drops. You feel all of your muscles just like tense up, and you collapse to your knees right in front of her. At this point, Tavish and the rest of the group get there. Tavish, you see the one on the left is recognizable to you. It is your friend from childhood. What's your name? Charla. And the rest of you who aren't, you're kind of seeing a vague boy shape on the right, an elf boy. Brom, you're seeing the one in the middle. It looks sort of like somebody you know. It's green eyes. It's very much somebody from your past. Akio, there's no people here. There's 3 wooden crosses, and each of them has a wicker style puppet in it, and Thornock is in the middle.
Can I check in my brain that this is the witch's coven or whatever, or the hag's coven?
I won't even have you check because you start hearing cackling at this point. And you see 4 figures come out from the woods.
Oh shit.
And they say, "Looks
Dispel
like
magic!
At least one, sisters." And I'm going to set up the board at this
Oh
point.
crap! No! Curse your tiny toilet!
You want to come over here?
Yeah.
Did we take a rest?
Nope.
No! We're totally
Nope.
screwed. It's
Super.
fine.
Yep, we are fresh
All right,
out of the
so
dragon's mouth.
We
have-
did take a short rest.
Right.
After we
We regained
a
no
short
long.
rest, yeah, but no
I was
long
only
rest.
able to regain
you know what, I'm gonna
health
put
because I had already used
you
my
guys on the board
arcane
first.
thing to regain my spells.
Right.
So Thornock discarded the
I'm
dragon head.
got
He
nothing.
is restrained in the middle
Fourth
here.
level,
They
sixth
dropped the
level,
ground
and all
too.
first levels. That's it.
He's like on his
A
knees.
third
restrained,
and
yeah.
all my seconds.
Ari is
2 firsts.
Let's grab invisible Ari once we're done here. Rom is here. Akio is here with the cat. Tavish is slowly moving towards his. And
This is all the invisible one.
It's just water,
Okay,
dude.
there's the invisible Ari for now. I'll put you here with the rest of the group. So we have 4 figures, 1 from each direction. Feel free to pick them up and look at them.
And then put them in a square.
Oh my gosh.
That's what the grid is there.
Fine. There you go. We'll put that one up front. He's my favorite.
Oh, that one's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pass them around.
Feel free.
Corey
Yeah.
and I just finished all these. We're really happy with them.
This one over here. Actually, we're gonna do this one here.
Saggy
one
witch
here.
boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then you do see something else too coming out of the woods.
Adder caps.
Not quite. You see
Oh.
orcish forms
Oh,
that
crap.
look familiar because they look extremely bloated
Pustulous.
and diseased. These are orcs that remind you of the ones that
Those are now painted as well.
the ones that attacked Half Hill or Pony Hill. Sorry,
Oh, PonyCon.
you weren't.
PonyCon.
Oh, great.
Do you want me to
There you go.
color them up?
I should be able to
Different
see a little better.
No, the orcs are going to be fine.
Thornock, you are the one right here.
Yeah,
It'll take a
right in the
second.
middle.
Yeah, right in the middle. A little different.
And at this point, I think it's...
Corey painted all these guys. So
I did paint 3 of them.
good job.
That looked great.
I didn't paint my favorite, but I painted the...
Yeah, I think the fat one's that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Just the overall sculpt of it.
Really cool.
You just like saggy witch boobs.
I actually, what I like
Sounds
about
nice.
it is I like the dress.
Yeah,
Because
it's all
I
tattered.
had Scott paint it flesh colored.
Yeah, so it's like
Because I really like the idea
it's
of
like
that.
a flesh dress,
There's
Ew, she's Texas Chainsaw.
baddies here.
except with a dress.
There are a lot of baddies.
They even put like purple boils
Yeah, I
on the
saw
back and
that.
stuff.
That's nasty.
It's nasty. And you see the one at the head, saggy boobs. We're not going to call her that for ease of reference. She is like gently stroking the top of this disgusting orc's head.
Like scratching it behind the ear, and it's like
She runs her finger along one of the pustules, and it kind of starts oozing out. And she says, "After all this time, we finally caught them. Well, sisters, let's make sure they don't leave here alive. Let's save the orc for me."
Defeated you once before, bitch.
Let's go, Sag Bobs.
Sag Bob.
That's your piercing words.
Yes.
Come on, Sag Bob.
My cutting words.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh no!
That sounds like fun.
Yay! Middle of the road for once.
Ooh, net 20 plus the 4.
Nice.
So 24.
Don't tell me them yet.
8. Just go for the healer to go last, right?
Yes, and then you can assess the battlefield.
And then a T-Rex comes through, eats them all. Just kidding. I don't have that spell slot.
This is a really tiny M&M. I don't think there's a peanut in there.
That or it's all peanut. It is all peanut with shell.
Just chocolate.
Ooh, that's like a treat.
It's a normal peanut. It's a normal M&M.
Yeah, that's a treat.
Yeah.
That's good.
Sorry?
19.
Brom?
8.
Thornock?
21.
Akio?
13.
15. Tavish?
54.
42.
Unira, guard the mage man. Don't let him out of your sight.
And she just nods and backs off a little bit.
Take a defensive action.
She asks for the drift globe, by the way. But that's what Tavish decides to do on his turn is going to be suspect. Let's see.
I guess I should get some battle music.
Type in ugly hag, saggy boob music. And see if you can find anything.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't type it. If that's a work laptop, I wouldn't type it.
You get called tomorrow. Drew's like, so,
Hey,
we're looking at your search history.
what's the saggy boob thing you got going on?
Oh, I have Fey ancestors. I get advantage on being charmed or saving throws against charmed. And
Nice.
magic can't put me to sleep.
Yep, 3.
Not know that.
Immune or
Just advantage against being charmed and magic.
Okay,
Can't
so
put me to
first up is Tavish. Let's go ahead and have you make another saving throw at the start of your turn.
Okay, I get advantage
Yep, because you see.
charm. This is a
Yes,
charm.
this is a charm.
And it's just wisdom, just straight wisdom.
It's a wisdom saving throw. So
10.
if you have proficiency in wisdom saving throws,
For a second there, I'm like, but
she can't be here.
She disappeared years ago.
But there she is. So your action this turn is going to be you run over to this wicker mannequin.
so I'll move my distance.
Yeah, right there. But it's in the center. Yeah.
Okay.
And you start trying. You don't actually like drop to your knees, but you do start trying to like pull off the ties, and that's going to be your whole turn. So. Alrighty, Thornock, you are currently restrained.
Shep. Get down.
So, but you are still looking up and you're still seeing Taminel.
Come here. Get down.
So I'm going to let you roll to try and break the restrain before you roll your saving throw.
Do I get any bonuses or anything?
Are you still playing? You're still playing your counter charm, right? Yep, you get advantage.
counter
Do I
charm
get
lasts
double
for-
advantage? Gotta roll 3?
That would be natural 19.
And okay, so Thornock easily like with. Oh, sorry. This is the. This isn't the counter charm portion. This is just your strength roll. What did you roll there? What was your saving throw that you rolled?
A 19. If it's strength, I get like a +8.
Yeah, so you easily break through whatever these magical bonds are. Your strength and your desire to free Taminel are more powerful, and you easily break free. So now I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
The song I'm playing is I've got to break free. Got to break free.
It's a dangerous situation, but Brom still managed to find my way.
13.
13? 13 is not enough, so Thornock, you're spending your turn hacking at this, the bonds of this wicker statue, not realizing that it's not your Taminel.
Okay. Would my axe of the forlorn woodsman make me very effective with this?
So the axe of the forlorn woodsman specifically does not hack at wood. That's kind of what it's designed for. The ropes are fraying a lot from your assault, so that you should be able to break through those with enough effort. But it's going to take you a little bit.
Killed a dragon with a chop down a tree.
Alright, it's your turn.
Alright. 5, 10, 15. Well, I whisper as I run this way, and I say, remember to focus our efforts.
Who's that? Who's that?
And I attack this guy.
You don't really think it was real because of all this charm stuff going on. You're like, not listening to you. It is embodied voice.
Play louder.
That's something you need to do first. Yes. Because
Yeah,
you
you just turn the magic volume up.
You need to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw, as this thing is just spewing infectious diseases.
Constitution?
Yep.
12.
12? Okay, so you're going to take a little bit of damage here. You're going to take 6 poison damage, and you're poisoned for 1 minute.
Okay.
So I believe you get disadvantage on attacks.
Did you drink the ewer earlier?
No one did.
Okay.
Which it hasn't been... How long does that last? Is
I
that
think
an hour?
I think it's like 6 or 7 hours.
Find out.
But nobody drank it though, right?
Well,
I
he
did.
drank it.
I did.
Oh, you
He
did.
did.
Okay.
So that could help him.
3 hours. Like
3 hours.
Poison
Yeah,
resistance.
you're probably got about 20 minutes left. You should be okay. I'm just trying to pull up poison here so that I can remember.
Poisoned. Poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
So this will be made with disadvantage.
But since I'm
If you want to track it, you can do
since
it.
I'm invisible, I get advantage on my attacks. correct?
so
they
you
cancel
will
each
just
other out.
you'll just be making a
Not
normal attack.
anymore. Now you have an Ari-shaped noxious cloud.
Wherever you step, it's clear.
Yeah.
All right. So
It's
first
just like
attack
collecting on your
is 22
skin.
22 will hit.
for. All right. Sorry. This is. I'm gonna remember that. 15. Oh wait. Plus. So 26.
26 damage. Okay.
Mhm.
And the next attack.
Next attack is a 18
18 will hit.
for 12 damage.
So that's enough. Your first attack, you knock the orc down and you just kind of punch right through it.
Okay.
At which point the thing just kind of bubbles and then bursts.
Okay.
And so everybody within 20 feet of the orc needs to make another Constitution saving throw.
Sorry, that's Brahm and me, I think.
Yep.
Okay, Constitution.
20.
Yep.
Ooh, barely out.
Constitution of how much?
13 again.
Go.
Okay. 20. So Brahm does not take any. Actually, you'll take half damage on this. So that is 14 poison damage for the failure, 7 for the success. Except for
Wait, is
sorry, it's not 14 for you. We'll get to you in just a second here. So 7 poison damage for you, and you are actually instead you are affected by a random disease. So I need to roll on that chart. Because when you're poisoned by them and you take damage, it's even worse. I just need to roll.
Yeah, I remember last time I was barfing my guts out for like 3 rounds. You pull out my dulcimer and start playing the when I feel the noxious odor enter our veins.
Does this guy have to do it too, or is it because he's already noxious that doesn't hurt him?
poison?
Yeah, they are immune to poison. In fact, yep, I do have immune. Because they're just so full of diseases anyway. So you are affected with cackle fever. Is actually what it is.
Poison, and then
Does that bring you out of
Cackle
invisible
fever.
to attack someone?
I don't. That doesn't show up on my condition.
I don't know because it's a green.
So
If it's
let's see.
true
Symptoms
invisibility-
manifest 1d4
I
hours
think it's a
after the
ring one
infection.
doesn't.
Let me look
They
real quick.
include fever and
I think it's only on the spell.
disorientation, and you get 1 level of exhaustion. So 4 hours from now, that'll start affecting
What
you.
version of invisibility is it? Is it greater or regular?
It's just regular invisibility. The
So if you
radius.
attack
So
it,
I'm,
yeah.
yeah.
So he's
I'm
now
no longer
decloaked,
invisible
yeah.
anymore.
bam.
Okay, but that guy's toast, right? Okay, so I still have enough movement. I'm gonna go
I
boom,
painted their, like,
boom,
toenails.
boom, and go to the next guy
Yes.
and make some unarmed strikes. But I have to make a saving throw.
Yes, 'cause you did come within 5 feet of him.
Come on, dice, help me out. 9.
Okay, so you're now also infected with sewer plague.
Sewer plague. What's that?
That's the one I had last time, I think.
So at the end of a long blah blah
I
blah.
don't like these guys.
You
Full circle.
have now
LA.
suffered 1 level of
Sewer
exhaustion,
Okay.
and you regain only half the normal number of hit points from spending hit dice,
Okay.
and no hit points from finishing a long rest.
Luckily,
Where's our
if
palette?
we can get out of this, we've got some elven friends.
So,
we don't
by
have
the way,
any
when you
charges
take
on that
damage,
healing
there's
stick.
something that happens with capital.
Yeah, you
fever,
can't
right?
use that.
You can't use it.
So,
Okay.
We have
the
healing
symptoms
potions.
of
Mara has a bunch of healing
being
potions.
exhausted and
Hold on, potions is
feverish
right now.
happen in 4 hours, but if you do
You don't
get
have
in
cure
any
wounds
stressful
stuff.
situations such
Use
as
all
I
of
have
these.
it. I have it for the
experiencing
Sinner,
fear,
but
getting into
I
combat,
have it
which
for the
we're
first
already
level
in combat,
spells.
so
I have
that
4
doesn't
first level spells.
you have to make a Constitution saving throw, or on a failed save, you take
That's from the Sinner,
1d10
though.
psychic damage and become incapacitated with mad laughter for 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah, so enjoy
Fun.
that.
Yeah. This is going well.
This is going very well.
Okay, so I'm gonna,
Ari, this is not funny.
I'm gonna attack this guy.
Get to work.
I remember if I had the poison damage happen, but we're just gonna do.
So the first attack is a 14.
14 will hit, actually.
Okay. This is just.
Would you look up more D&D's definition? There's only 3 in the DMG.
Okay.
So that's 11.
11 for the second attack, or the
11 damage.
11 damage, okay.
And
Mad Monkey Fever's another one. Is that one in there?
Yeah, that's not in the DMG, but
Okay.
I think it's
It's part of the other
yeah,
one.
it's part of.
and I'm gonna
Deal.
spend a key point to try to stun him.
Okay.
And it's
So it's a-
DC 16 Constitution DC 16.
He does not make it, so he is stunned. Yep. So you come up to this one again, like you just feel sicker and sicker, but you manage to clock him in the jaw and knock him off balance.
Okay.
At which point the witch at the front turns to which?
Which is the biggest witch?
Oh, you should play this on. You should play on your thing. You should play "Dig Through the Ditches and Burn Through the Witches."
So she turns to the right, her right, and looks at the masked witch, and she says, "Cassidy, take out the ranger." And she is going to.
That's gonna be stuck in my head now. Next 7 rounds, I'll do that song.
So she's going to move forward, the one on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She's going to move up to Tavish. And Tavish, as she gets close, like, you're still focusing on getting these bonds off for your companion. But you feel kind of this aura of dread, like there's some axe hanging over your head. Just follow you as she comes up. And she just kind of wraps her arms around your shoulders and sinks her claws, or tries to sink her claws into. Here she hits. That's a 21 to hit. Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna reduce her damage.
Okay.
With a cutting words, because she's within 60 feet of me. And I'm gonna say, "Oh wow, do you miss your other friend that we dispatched of? Do you know, perhaps it's quite easy to kill."
Okay.
Only 2. Out of 10.
You tried.
Hopefully.
So you're gonna take 17 piercing damage, and you see like you guys watch as she sinks her claws in, and this kind of reddish aura starts surrounding her, like infusing her with more power.
And I kind of like, I don't cry out, but I kind of like grit my teeth because I'm focused on getting my friend off of this. Like,
when you take damage, you get another saving throw against the charm.
okay. 20.
Hey,
30, 20.
You're as you like cry out in pain, the world snaps back into focus, and she turns back into a wicker statue.
Ugh.
And there is a old hag.
Oh, it smells like Ben Gay.
And Matlock? Somehow?
Matlock. And then Cassidy says, "Deidre, she's free." And the main hag sighs and runs her hand over the orc, and he starts to swell even more. So we're going to remove him from the board as she casts enlarge.
There's only three diseases, but I can. Here's 100 of them.
Yeah,
Like on
That's cool.
another site.
do they have like descriptions of what it does too? Perfect, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yep.
That not all of them like do damage and stuff though. Like
That's
a lot
fine.
of them are, you know.
Yeah.
You are now terrified of every body of water to have to make a
Yeah.
saving
That's
throw when
fine.
you get near one type of thing.
Yep. So yeah, so she casts enlarge, and you can see that kind of greenish energy that reminds you of the first hag that you guys fought, as this orc just grows to massive size, and he is going to
Do we
rush.
still have those?
I drank the green one.
We have the black one.
I have a black one.
Shrinks it.
Make it small. He is going to rush forward, and he's going to spend his turn rushing past Thornock.
So how far does he go? Sorry, where is he going?
So he's got 30 feet speed, so that was
So he was 5, 10, 50, 30,
and then he dashes.
45, 50, 60.
So he's just charging straight at Akio.
Do we get now, since he came next to us
Yes,
and
you
passed?
each have to make a Constitution saving throw. So Thornock, I need a
No,
Constitution saving
I'm
throw.
saying
You can get an
opportunity attacks.
Thornock won't. You will, because Thornock is still enthralled. If you want to make a melee attack against it.
So I have to still make the constitution because of this.
Yeah, because the aura
Is it poison?
Yes, so
Okay,
you get advantage.
So I get advantage.
So Thornock, I
Don't
need a
cast mage
Constitution
armor.
saving throw.
It's weak sauce. Let's kill these guys.
Total
I am.
of 20.
I don't think I have a spell slot for
you're
mage armor
fine.
anyway, so I'm
Eight?
screwed.
Okay. You are now poisoned, and you take 7 cut in half, 3 poison damage. And you see that damage, that small amount of damage, that red glow is starting to just a tiny trickle of intensity that's coming from you that you took from when you took more.
Okay, I am going to, as he runs by, I'm going to try to pull my kukri out and slash at his leg.
Slash with the leg. Sweep the leg.
Thornock, did you?
Yeah, he made it. Okay.
17.
17 will hit.
You get advantage because he's large, or is it just?
No.
I don't know why there's
+2?
strength.
It's not any.
Usually, yeah, large does give you. A
If
bonus.
it's 2 sizes or more, it might give you bonuses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
But you also might be thinking of traveler rules, Scott.
no, when I was looking it up for creature size, I noticed that certain sizes give you advantages, and it does disadvantages for them, like
Dexterity.
their
that's
AC or
really
something.
big.
Or, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's already calculated in.
Okay.
Their dexterity. The bigger you are, the lower your dexterity
Okay.
is.
10 damage to him.
10 damage. Okay. Actually, a good hit. Forgot that rangers can also fight melee. All right, and then the other orcs are going to move forward as well to try and swarm you. So that one is going to move towards Akio.
Great.
30?
Yeah.
30.
So he's just going to use his extra action to just move up one more. That's all he can do. He's just basically spending that whole turn.
He's still got rancid breath on you.
Yep. That one is stunned. That one is just going to move 60 feet towards Thornock. That one is going to move 60 feet towards Thornock.
This one?
Yep.
Great.
What was your roll?
Critical fail.
Critical fail. So you take...
2 diseases.
No, you're going to be poisoned.
We're gonna get a fireball right there.
And you take 7 poison damage.
Okay.
And that is it. Oh, I need 2 more Constitution saving throws from Thornock, please. There's 2 more of these bloated orcs coming your path.
Uh, 2 and 11.
So you don't make either save. The first one deals a total of 7 poison damage to you. And that does have a red glow come off of you and go towards Cassidy as well.
Chronic, like maybe like they're sucking in it.
And then the second one is going to give you a random disease. Scott?
So roll a d100.
I'll roll a d100.
Someone roll a d100.
That is a 19.
19 is tapeworm. Unnoticeable for the first month. For 3 months after, must eat twice as much as normal each day. After 3 months, receives a penalty to Constitution as you can no longer extract enough nutrients for the parasite consumed.
Okay, so you have a tapeworm now. Don't know how you got it transmitted via spores, but there you go.
It was an egg on all the spores.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The next one down, monstrous tapeworm. As above, but after 6 months, it eats its way out of your stomach, kills, and then finally consumes the host.
Jeez.
You got lucky.
I don't like this list.
This is a TPK list.
So you obviously wouldn't know that you have a tapeworm yet, but I would assume that after this, you guys are going to go through a thorough decontamination process.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, Akio, it is your turn.
Oh, thank goodness.
I wouldn't celebrate just yet. You do start your turn next to the orc, so you are going to have to roll another Constitution saving throw.
7.
7 total?
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and get you a random disease then.
Woohoo!
This disease is called death.
It is a 91.
Sounds terrible.
Mind Bane. A magic psychic ailment passed by proximity with the afflicted. Mind Bane shows those suffering it the things man was not meant to see.
Oh, perfect for me.
Early stages of this ailment only seep into feverish nightmares, but later stages show unrelenting visions causing disassociation from reality, permanent psychosis, even apparent death from insanity.
Just got over that.
So nothing new.
This
Just Akio's normal life.
Like,
But it could kill me.
you're like, I was born of this. Like, this is nothing to me. Yeah, it could kill you.
The darkness.
Alright. Anyways,
yeah, it slowly drives you into madness.
fireball.
Fireball.
That should get everybody.
30.
Let me double check. 20-foot sphere. So if I go here, 5. So I should get there. Yeah, so I should be able to get those 4.
Just not her.
Just not her.
Actually, if you scoot it,
Oh, if I scoot at 1, I
That
actually
way,
will be able to
you
get her.
will.
Yeah, so
And you
I'll
can
scoot
burn
at
some of the
1.
hedges.
Yeah.
yeah, and you light some hedges.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm casting it at the 5th level because I'm
Okay.
out of slots.
So the first thing that I'm gonna tell you, as you cast out this purple fireball, you see it hits. It apparently hits the edge of this protective bubble, and it goes right over. It seems to be centered around that hag, and it looks like the area inside is not as affected by the fireball. It looks like there's some sort of counter magic in play that is causing issues there. So that that orc is going to have advantage specifically.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll the total damage and tell me the DC.
DC 16. Dex.
I hope you both can survive 1, 2, 3 pestilent dudes exploding right around you.
I think you forgot about that. He's just like,
No, it's just 2. That guy's too far away.
So the big guy.
Oh wait, it's 20-foot radius. 1, 2, 3. So never mind.
That's going to be 34 damage.
So does it hit the one right next to you as well?
no, does not.
No?
Or are you moving it? You put it right here?
So it can hit everybody.
Okay. Then yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so the hag makes the save. What's the DC?
16 dex.
The next guy makes the
This
save.
guy?
That one makes the save. The big guy makes the save. And that one does not make the save.
So 34 if they don't, 17 if they do.
Okay, so 17.
Still a lot of damage.
Pretty
Yeah.
decent. Yeah.
Especially counting that
17,
you did it to
34.
multiple people.
Yeah.
68. I was
Even half damage. Jeez.
I was 75 points of damage total.
It's pretty good. Not bad.
And that's with 4 of them making their saves.
Not bad.
So the one next to you gets incinerated completely.
Dex or Constitution again?
Yep, you'll need to make another Constitution
I don't
saving throw.
trust
And
that
so
dice.
Or does
will
the fire?
Rom.
Or does the fire eat up the
Constitution.
smoke?
You'll get advantage on it because of the fire eating up the noxious fumes.
Oh, I'll take that
You'll
one.
get advantage on it.
Yeah.
Does poison give you disadvantage on saving throws or just ability checks?
I don't know.
Inspiration.
Am I
18, 19.
Okay.
am I actively
So
poisoned
you-
right now?
Yeah, you are poisoned still. So
So-
any attacks are made at disadvantage for you, by the way. At the end of your turn, I forgot to have
Disadvantage
you roll
on
to
attack
save
rolls and
for being
ability
poisoned.
checks, not saves.
Oh.
You get
'Cause I was-
you get a dex, you get another Constitution saving throw
Okay.
because you.
See if I can actually make one. No.
Okay.
9.
So you guys both made your save to avoid damage or
Yep.
to avoid the stuff.
Explosion.
Yep, 19.
So you'll just take half damage then.
I'll take half as well.
5 damage for each of you. And then anybody else. Perfect. Alrighty. Next up, the other 2 hags are going to go, and Deidre appears to be directing things as she says, "Thea, the wizard."
Is that the big one?
Yeah, Deidre's the big one. She looks over at Thea,
which one's
which is
Thea? This one?
that one. That one is Thea, who turns towards Akio, and she's going to cast a spell at you.
Oh, sweet.
She puts a spell on you.
I have
Now
advantage
you're
on
mine.
saving throws against spells. Because of my mantle spell resistance.
Oh, nice, wonderful. So I was like, when did that happen?
A long time ago. Just nobody throws spells at me.
Okay. She is going to try something here. As soon as I look it up.
Cool. If I die, take care of my cat.
I think he'll vanish.
Probably.
Yeah, in fact, he probably already vanished in the he probably. you
Oh,
look down
from the
and-
noxious odor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay.
Or kitty.
He's more of a spy tool.
I'll remember this.
I'll remember.
A bee named Kyle or Eric?
Eric.
Eric the bee.
Yeah.
For Eric. For Eric.
For Eric.
Sorry, you think it'd be better.
That's an awesome companion, though.
I know.
I think that I was like, it's a cool idea.
It's not like it's a huge, he's
Yeah.
a bard.
I guess
it's
he's.
not like
I
animal.
want to know how. I need to look it up, but I want to know how because he says it has high AC. I wonder what that.
It's
I think it's just
you need
because
to
you
make
can't
a
because it's
wisdom
so small.
saving.
That's what I mean.
throw,
I want to know what its AC is.
Yeah, it's like
probably like 16, 17.
Down. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, for me?
Yep.
Okay.
please.
And I have advantage.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
An 18 or 19?
If it's
So that is a 23.
giant insects, that would be
It was a custom thing.
Yeah.
It was a homebrew.
giant wasp.
Because it wasn't a familiar either. It was just like he was playing a separate character.
Okay, so you're not frightened,
Matt Mercer stuff.
but she claws her hand, and you feel something tearing into your mind. What is one of Akio's deepest fears?
running out of
We're gonna
booze.
get deep. No, that's not. That's a superficial.
That's
Seeing
a
Brown,
symptom.
seeing Brown die.
So you just start seeing this image of like an undead Braum. In fact, he's got 2 holes in his neck, as if he's been bitten by a vampire, and he is trying to like attack you, and he's everywhere. You can't quite see him. He's fading in and out.
Can I look kind of like the guy that opened up the Ark in Ark of the Covenant when he's, Rage Lost Ark? He's like,
Oh yeah, the face is completely melted off. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And you just have this. You manage to push down your fright because you know that the hag is trying to affect you, but this thing is clearly pulled from your mind and will try and attack you as much as possible.
On top of my mind disease. It's a rough
Sounds like
psychic
Lyme
day.
disease, mind disease.
oh, right.
It's okay. I'll go crazy before this is over.
Yeah, okay, I guess that's And Thea turns back to the last sister, who looks like she's just like completely drenched and like water spilling out of her mouth. She says, "In," and she's going to move up to Thornock.
Up to him.
Yep.
Just gonna use her secondary action.
Actually, she's just going to plane shift.
Oh.
Okay. Nice.
She kind of like dives into a puddle.
It's like a super expensive sport.
It's actually probably it's one of those things where it speeds up the camera movement for her, so she's like skitters across, and suddenly she's in front of Thornock, and she just
like a spider.
She just like grabs your head, and she tries to cast the same spell on you. Actually,
Great.
so I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
With advantage. Because if it's a charm or until the end of my turn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, until the end of my turn. At the end of my turn is when it ends.
Yep. So I don't believe this is a charm. Actually,
if it's charm or frightened.
It is. Oh, okay, frightened. Yeah.
Yep.
So that was a 19.
That was a 19. Okay, so you managed to fight off the fear, but this illusion of Tamanel crying out for help fades, and instead you see her head being held by your former captain, and he is just staring at you and kind of winking in and out of existence, just like Akio's
Undead Braum.
Undead Braum. And it's terrifying in the regard that you can't believe that it's happening to her, but at the same time it's also fairly enraging. So you're no longer charmed. And then
Cool.
Ron, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to use. Hard one for me. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Dragon's Breath at the 6th level.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast it on myself, and this one I want to use fire damage. So it'll be 76 that I can use my action to use it. And I am going to take a step forward so I can have my 15-foot cone hit this guy. But I want to go kind of that way so I don't hit.
You don't want to like.
I don't want to hit you.
Move in front of.
Yeah, because I know if I do it head on, I'm going to hit both of you. So I want to try and shoot it this way so that.
So a couple steps over more.
Yeah, so I just don't want to hit.
Moving right here.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of get away. A little bit. Let's go right there, and then that way, yeah, we kind of are in range. And I'm going to use the 76 fire damage against him. He needs to make dex save of 16.
Okay. 3, 4. He does not make his save.
6.
He's gonna explode.
7. F-words.
That's a lot of ones.
10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 20. 20 fire damage.
Okay. So, this thing is charging forward, right? It's rushing. It rushes between two allies. Tavish delivers a cut to it as it passes by. Akio sees it coming and just launches a fireball at it. It clears. This thing is just singed and snarling. And then all of a sudden, Braum comes around the corner, quits his counter charm, and just like full on fire breather. And this thing just lights up and explodes. So everything within every.
Does it carry its momentum at all?
Splash.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's still
5 more
toxins
feet.
going towards Akio, and in every direction. I need everybody but Ari to make me another Constitution saving.
Cover your mouth!
Just against poison. So.
Yep, this is against poison.
14.
Akio, did you have you were poisoned at the end of your turn? Make another saving throw against being poisoned for me.
That one is a 13.
Okay, so you save out of the poison effect, but then you'll be poisoned by this effect.
And I rolled a
Because
natural
you rolled
one.
A natural 1.
Yeah. Of course.
14.
14, you're good. You'll take half damage. Constitution, yeah.
7.
And I need one from Thornock as well. You're already poisoned, aren't you?
No.
19.
Okay. Yes, you are.
No.
19.
You did not say I was poisoned.
When the orc passed by you and dealt damage to you, he poisoned you.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm poisoned.
And now you will get a random disease, which we'll get to in just a moment here.
So we're all diseased. So lovely.
So anybody who failed their
This
save,
was worse than
and
that
this
time we
is
went to
their-
that brothel.
should take more showers. Not sanitary.
Ladies are prettier.
That's a scary thought.
Anybody who failed their save and has not been poisoned is now poisoned and takes 15 poison damage.
Oh.
Anybody who failed their save or who succeeds takes half damage. And then anybody who is already poisoned, so I believe it's just Tavish. What did Thornock get?
19.
19? Okay, so Thornock just takes half damage from that. I'm going to roll a random disease for you.
How much damage, though?
You don't take any damage because you're getting that disease instead. I will do 2 black die. That's all.
Poisonous.
Darkness.
The ichor.
No Karen. 72.
Magic allergy. You experience a mild allergic reaction to prolonged exposure to anything even slightly magical.
So your
Okay.
gun,
That's pretty
Everything
much
around
awesome.
you.
so your gun,
So you'll get like
you got
rashes.
your
Yeah.
bullets.
Yeah.
So
Hives.
sneezing.
Okay.
Every time he pulls it out, he starts getting itchy and loads his gun.
Remember that.
Me.
In case you can't clear diseases.
Just me in
Do you do
general.
custom?
Brom's loot. Brom's staff.
Hey, Brom.
Brom's
Is there
dagger.
anything else that you'd like to do?
So that was my action, my bonus action. I've used my move
You use part of your movement.
5, 10, 15, 20. I use the last of it to move.
Okay. All right.
That's it for me.
So now that the first round of combat is done, I'll go ahead and explain a few of the mechanics so that you. Each of these hags has an aura around them. You've been experiencing that with the aura of the blood sacrifice that has been affecting people who take damage within 20 feet of Cassidy, which is Cassidy. That's Cassidy. Anybody who is within 20 feet of Esme, the drowned one, you feel like you're underwater. You'll be moving at half speed, and your melee attacks will be made at disadvantage.
Sorry, the damage that we took, I needed to roll a concentration check. I rolled an 18.
Okay, sure.
1.5 damage, does that work?
Yeah, because it's not 11 was the minimum. Or, yeah, you're
Okay,
fine.
okay.
Yep. There seems to be a aura of protection within 20 feet of Thea that looks like it's preventing projectiles and spells from having a wide effect. And then Deidre, you have not experienced her aura. So from the pustules on her back and the way that she lovingly strokes the orcs, you have an idea of what it might be.
This one, sorry, you said what is
The life drain.
It is sort of
so
like a life
heals her
drain
kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah. That red energy.
She's basically taking the damage that is dealt to people within her aura and converting it into sustenance for herself. Tavish, it is your turn.
So, I'm assuming she's still got her claws.
You're not grabbed.
So not grappled.
No,
She's
like
kind of like did the attack.
yeah. She raked him across. And,
Okay.
Yeah. Like when you screamed and jerked away, you got out of it.
She's licking the flesh that she scratched off.
Cassida, huh? I'm gonna butcher you. Half.
The butcher of Cassidy.
Butch Cassidy.
Oh, Butch Cassidy. Oh my god. Disadvantage.
That's my skating.
Unacceptable.
Bad jokes.
That's 1d4 psychic
Now
damage.
we've invoked lemon grab.
That was a pretty good dad joke for not being a dad.
Yep. He's full of them.
I've been practicing for years, apparently.
He could be a dad. You don't know. He's got kids all over the place. Maybe.
Maybe I don't even know.
I don't even know.
Was it you that posted that one about the bard and when all of his bastard children come walking in the door? Got look on his face?
Yep.
So I am going to, as a first level, I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike. What? Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
Myself.
You still have your kukri out, by the way. So you know.
So basically, I Zephyr Strike and I had to think of this, but I can't remember what it looked like. Anyway, I am going to move away from her, and I don't provoke opportunity.
All right.
I'm gonna move. Okay. And I'll just move full distance away. Just kind of like get away from her, get out of her aura, catch my breath, and then I'm gonna switch. Take an action to switch to my other weapon, or is it a bonus, or is it?
It's
Can it
it's
just
a
be
bonus.
can it
It's
just be
technically
something?
a bonus action.
Oh, okay. So it can't be something like while I'm running, you can switch it out.
Yeah, you know what?
Because I had it out when I was walking, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. I've never really handled
So as I'm like
and stuff like that.
I'm not like rolling away. I'm just kind of like doing the quick back step,
Uh-huh.
jumping back step away from
The
her.
James Harden.
You know,
four
put
step.
the
Step back
kooky
three.
around and
The hunter disengage.
pull double cross out. And I'm just gonna line up a shot with her.
Double barrel one.
Okay. Let's see, just to make
So
sure.
because I have poison, I'm poisoned, which means I take disadvantage on attacks. Correct?
You actually need to be one closer because you were within the drowned aura, so it
I
takes you
made gold.
an extra 5
and then I
feet
went
of movement to move
straight to
out.
gold.
But because we've been traveling over an hour in
Um,
this,
So, yeah,
in this
I'm gonna see if I
favorite
can keep
terrain,
my
which is
straight
forest,
alive.
I don't take.
So you don't take
And
penalty from
And then there's,
difficult
like,
terrain in the
shallow,
forest,
yeah,
but
yeah.
this is a
It's not-
specific ag aura.
So one in.
Yep, just one in.
Okay,
Yep.
that's fine.
Alright, go on.
So I take out double cross and line up a shot with her, and basically I'm just pissed off at this witch.
Mhm.
And so I'm poisoned, which means I take disadvantage, but because I have the Ewer still on me and I get poison resistance and I take advantage on checks, does that cancel that? Checks and actions, does that cancel that out?
So you have an advantage to get rid of the poison at the end of your turn, but this
Okay.
attack will still be made a disadvantage.
Okay. That is a 27.
That will hit. I was expecting less for when you said okay.
Yeah.
Alright, if I
They've been treating me bad all
46.
night. But that's pretty much par for the course for me, so. 20 damage.
20 damage. There's this crack that echoes out through the forest, and you see this kind of bloom of blood. It's kind of this black Icarus blood. Yeah.
And then I can take another attack, right?
Yep.
You too. 17.
17 will hit.
15 more damage.
15 more. Nicely done. Okay. So
Now
you-
do I save at the end of my turn?
Yes, now you can save against being poisoned.
So do I?
And your hands are feeling a little itchy, by the way.
Yeah. Is it advantage or disadvantage or canceled?
It is
Because of the poison resistance.
It's advantage because poison,
Okay.
like saving from poison, does not get affected by poison.
And is it just a straight roll?
Constitution.
Or is
It's
it
a Constitution.
Constitution, so 15.
15. You are no longer poisoned.
And just shake it off. There it goes. It's all gone.
And then a piece of gallbladder just hits the floor.
That's the one.
Mr. Balllegs.
Yeah,
Yeah. Santa Clara.
Did you see the 3D print for that? Someone made one.
Thornock, it is your turn. I need you to make me another pair of Constitution saving
We can
throws,
print it
please.
We should find one. Monstrosity.
Be creepy. Yeah, we need to do that. Print up a Mr. Ball Legs big,
When we do Curse of
like
Strahd.
large or something, or huge even, as an enemy.
I want one of the intellect of that, actually.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
22 and 26.
Okay, so you are not affected by poison. You are no longer charmed, and there are 3 enemies in front of you, one of which is the hag.
And
I would
two
like to
of
rage.
cleave.
Okay? Thornock goes into a rage.
These two took some fire damage. This one, she hasn't been hit by anything yet, right?
Correct.
And this one just got hit by Tavish.
Yeah.
2 shots.
I don't know if you can see that in delay, but
I I'm gonna attack the hag in front of me.
Okay. Go ahead and make your... sorry. I also need a wisdom saving throw from you because you're being affected by a phantasmal killer right now. Is that the thing in front of him?
No, that's the flash in and out like
The
he's
flickering
seeing,
image.
of the captain or whatever.
Captain Holden.
You're not making this with any of your rage bonuses, by the way. This is just a straight wisdom saving throw.
21.
21.
And no longer advantage because I'm not doing counterspell.
Okay, you managed to make your save and you shake off the image. It is no longer affecting you. So now, go ahead and make your first attack.
Uh, 28 to hit.
That will hit.
4,000. Damn it. Over
I believe there were
9,000!
With an axe that doesn't act like an axe on.
It actually does slice through the hag.
She's not living.
Or she might be, or not.
Not be.
Maybe she's not worthy of life.
If you remember, he actually cut the dragon.
Yeah.
The green dragon last time.
You just have to hit hard enough.
Is that Thornock's rationalization for it? You just have to swing harder.
Yeah. You just have to swing harder.
That's
so
how you
it's a
activate
12
his power.
plus 7, so 19, and then plus 2, so 21 damage.
21.
Guts. Entrails. Your fills.
And then I'm assuming she's still up.
Yes, she is still alive.
And I'm gonna, it's a 16 plus 11, so 20.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
For
broke my heart.
19 damage.
How much damage? Sorry.
Yeah, 19 damage.
Okay. Alrighty. She's still up.
They're mini bosses.
Mini bosses.
Oh, we took a short rest.
We
You
did.
did,
After
but
we
you
killed
would
the
have
dragon.
also recorded that before the fight.
Right. I had something marked that I don't think should have been. It was my second wind, but it doesn't matter this round.
Okay. Is second wind short rest or long rest? I thought it was long.
Short rest.
Okay, it's action surge that's long rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. That is the end of your turn. You're not poisoned. Ari, it is your turn.
Okay.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
At the end.
So that was to break free of your current poison.
Oh.
This is against the aura that's continuing to pump into your veins.
Got it.
Whereas Dallin would say, into your veins. Okay, 6. Let's go ahead and give you a disease. Hey,
I even came to this forest.
72. You get
You have magic allergy
no,
as well.
magic allergy.
You're uncontrollably sneezing, and since Ari's a woman, it's the.
You won't be able to turn invisible because you'll be giving your position away.
Alright.
Go ahead and make your first attack. You are poisoned, so this is at disadvantage.
Right. But
The
he's
ring
stunned.
starts swelling.
So it's
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Your one finger's like
So 17.
around the ring.
17 will hit.
Like poison
Okay.
You've hit him once, right?
Yeah, I hit him just with one unarmed strike. It was like 11 damage.
The
or
bag of
something.
holding rubbing against
So
the ring.
that's
like
I got a rash.
21
burlap.
Chafing.
It's like burlap
21?
sap.
Okay, that's
sack
enough to
on,
kill it. So
road rash.
give me another
Magic
Constitution
sash
saving
is
throw.
This time I'm gonna make it. I can feel it.
That's on the outside of her
No.
keys, though, so
Okay.
it's probably
10.
okay.
Scott, what is 89 on the disease list?
Oh jeez.
89.
Make sure you're recording these, by the way.
Yeah,
you can only
I
cure
need to,
one
like,
disease
write
at a
them down.
time.
Put in
I
just
think
put in
if
your
you
notes
put
on
conditions,
D&D.
you can put
It doesn't let you do
You can do
custom.
notes and conditions.
defenses. Oh, no,
No.
defenses.
What? So just on my
Shoot.
notes.
I should have wrote down what one mine was.
There was a place.
Yours is Mind Madness.
Yeah.
What
mine
number
is-
was it? I'll just write down the number.
Well,
91?
just
I guess it's just
91.
Yeah, it was 91.
Disease 91.
Mind Bane. Sorry,
Mind
one
Bane.
word, Mind Bane.
Okay.
Mine.
So I have the laughing disease.
89.
Allergic to magic.
to magic.
And you also have
So your bracers, your
sewer.
sash, your
You got the trifecta.
you have sewer rot as well.
Sewer rot.
You got crabs,
You ready? You ready
scabies,
for it?
Yes.
and
You have burning passion.
No,
I
geez.
like
A
that
magical
one.
disease that causes you to get burns whenever you do something you love. First degree for eating your favorite food, second degree for practicing your hobby, and third degree when you express your love to your closest ones.
So is your hobby fighting?
Fortunately,
So
stealing.
Don't give the DM any
hobby is stealing, obviously.
Stealing is definitely the hobby.
Yeah.
So just add that to your list.
Okay, got it.
Lord,
That's 89 if you want to.
we are not going to get
Put the
very
number
far
next to
out of
it,
this
so quickly.
forest.
We're gonna walk out. She's gonna be like a giant.
Limping.
We're all going to be just.
Okay, this thing's dead.
Yes, that thing is dead. That explodes.
Get out of here.
Now,
Good focus fire.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you guys are freaking, man, the worst. 20.
At this point,
Do
do everything
everything.
on purpose.
So,
Let's
me,
take all of them to half health so they can all get another turn to attack us.
give me another Constitution saving throw for coming in range of the orc.
14.
You make your save this time, so you won't take another disease.
I'm feeling some burning passion right now.
By the end of this, she's gonna look like.
Yeah, like your arm starts sizzling a bit. So this will be made with
I mean,
disadvantage. 'cause
technically, you
are
could
within
argue you're
your
stealing
right.
their life.
So,
So you could have.
13.
13 will actually hit.
You're stealing the
Yay.
show. Ow, 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 ow.
So this is for. Where's my other? There it is. 14 damage.
Okay, that is enough to explodimate that orc. So Thornok,
Another
Constitution saving throw. Ari, Constitution
giant
saving
leg.
throw.
Does that,
See if we can have another disease. 9! Give me another one!
does that lady
Scott?
figure? Is the lady figure immune to poison?
Yes,
That you mean the hags that created them?
probably.
I
6.
don't know.
Ooh.
But they could be especially cruel masters and create
The
something
victim
that's
of the
susceptible to
beast.
those just to watch it hurt.
Summoning sickness. Due to a teleportation spell gone wrong, your stomach and head are all turned around. Disadvantage on ability checks and saving
Like
throws.
physically?
No, I think it's like your
Your
mind.
head.
Oh, I thought it meant like your
So
stomach's
what
for
is
your
it?
head.
What
Is
does it
just,
say?
I'm Modok!
Ability checks and saving throws until all your parts manage to realign.
Your
No,
belly.
you are literally. Oh,
Your head is right here now!
So Ari disappears and reappears on the other side of
These are some weird spores.
here.
Deidre.
Here?
Yep.
Great.
And you appear and you're. It's not so much that your body parts are in the
Just
wrong
do
place.
just do a horse kick.
Just act like you're.
But your skin is inside out,
So this
and
this,
it's incredibly painful. So now you have disadvantage on saving throws
and ability checks.
and ability check,
Until all your parts manage to realign properly.
Okay.
which we'll say is 1d6 rounds.
Okay.
1 round. For 1 round,
As your skin slowly, the fog that turns your skin inside
and
out.
normal.
yeah.
All right. So.
How many diseases? Whoever wins, gets the most diseases.
So as I haven't taken a bonus action yet.
No.
Because I just did attack.
Yeah.
Right. So as a bonus action,
Slap her with your bloody fist.
I'm going to bamf 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. I can go up to 60 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to bamf here.
Alrighty.
Behind this hedge.
So
And go,
Ari
"Ow."
teleports behind Deidre, and then you like shadow step into the bushes really quick and come out and just kind of fall to your knees, and you're just shaking in pain. As you can see your skin is starting to turn
Usually-
itself right side
Catch her out of
in.
the corner of my eye. I'm like,
Oh, jeez.
Usually, you don't want to min-max diseases.
Hey, I'm
You
max it in everything.
You don't have to write down this disease, by the way, because it is only
One round.
It is 1 round. So at the start of your next turn, you'll be back to normal.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead and roll me a saving throw to get rid of your poison effect with
that's
disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yep.
Somebody acceptance.
Not that you need the disadvantage.
6.
Yeah.
I would have failed either of them. Man, no more Constitution saving throws. That's what I'm gonna do.
Found the weakness.
I'm gonna get a feat that gives me like advantage on Constitution saving.
You got one burning a hole in your pocket.
This one's great. Caster's cough. Due to a nasty infection, having spent too much time in a component pouch, you have a nasty magical cough. Whenever you cast a spell, there's a 25% chance that you must roll on the wild surge table. I don't know if that exists in 5e, but
It does. It's probably a wild magic sorcerer. Yeah.
150 feet of null magic.
Next
You
up
destroy
is
all the
Cassidy.
magic in a 1,000-foot radius.
that would be okay in this case.
Yeah.
Unless there's a
They're all
giraffe
still
magically
diseased, though.
held underneath us, then we're dead.
Yep.
The world's pretty much dead if that's the case, right? Yeah. They're kind of like Armageddon level.
Yeah.
So
Playing shit
Cassidy is
that
going to turn to you, and she's going to stretch her hand out, and a few bolts of black energy are going to streak at you.
I am going to use my new ability
Oh snap!
called Magic User's Nemesis, and I'm going to attempt to. I can use my reaction to force a Wisdom saving throw
Okay.
on her, and if they fail, then their spells cancel.
What is the...
15?
She fails. So she goes to cast this...
Pocket sand!
Yeah.
from like 60 feet away. It's pretty good.
Alright, so that's her turn. Well done.
But she doesn't charge the spell, and then when she releases.
Deidre is going to hiss at Esme and say, "No, I want the orc alive." And she's going to try and cast a spell on Thornock. So Thornock, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw again.
Okay. 17.
17 or... Okay. So she kind of snaps her fingers, and her eye, like her bigger eye, kind of the pupil goes really small on it and red, and she tries to basically like latch onto you with this eye bite, and it does not take hold. So she is now...
Who was that? Deidre?
That was Deidre. She is now got...
I thought
eye
that was
bite.
Deidre.
Oh.
Yeah,
the
the big
petulant one.
Oh, okay.
Yep. She now has eye bite, so watch out. Basically, each
What's
turn
her
she
nasty
can
spell?
force a wisdom saving throw and cause a specific effect. Is there any orcs left?
One.
Yeah, 1.
One. Okay.
Two.
He's going to make an attack.
There's 2 Thornock.
Oh,
He's
right. He
number-
makes an
where's number
attack.
5
It's
from?
only a 12 against Thornock. Huh?
Nope, doesn't hit.
Okay, I think it's just the one attack. Yeah, so he just tries to bash at you, and you manage to kind of just shrug it off. Akio,
All
are
right.
you poisoned?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Oh, you need to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, for my
the
mind's
phantasmal.
bane.
Yep, for the
the other thing.
faceless Brahm
Yeah.
that is trying to attack you.
What's the check? Wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw.
20.
Okay. You manage to just kind of shake your head and get rid of the thoughts that have been plaguing your mind forever, and dead Brahm is gone.
Whew. Scary.
And you see the real living Brahm over there, and he's got a jalapeno pepper in his mouth.
Okay. That was crazy. I'm gonna run up. 20 right there, and I'm gonna do a fireball. Should be able to get.
Remember, she has that aura.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I'm actually gonna place it here and be able to get
Never mind.
those.
No metagame.
No, she hasn't taken damage. One's taken damage, but she also But it's okay. I'm gonna.
She didn't heal.
Because no one's in her aura right now, so I'm gonna go.
She was healing before she took any damage.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go right there
She hasn't
and just hit the three of them
it. With a fireball at the third level.
Three of them? You can get all of them.
Give me that fireball.
You can hit
Well, can I? Let's just make sure.
Yes, you can.
One. Oh, barely. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you can hit all four
Yeah.
of them.
Okay.
Diagonal.
All right. Yes.
Yep,
Perfect
and
place.
they are all out of Thea's aura.
Nice. Okay. That's
Well,
just barely.
third level.
Just barely.
It's bad, poor planning on my part, is what it is. So this is another dexterity saving throw, right?
Dex of 16. Yep.
16. Fail. Fail. Hey, wait. 16?
Yeah.
Okay, so the orc succeeds, and Esme succeeds, but the two hags on the left, Deidre and Cassidy.
That's 34 again.
Okay, so the orc's gonna explode. Everybody within 20 feet of the orc.
Only Thornock.
Okay, Thornock, make me a Constitution saving throw, please. And you said it was
Thornock's just
how much?
standing there.
17 half.
17 half. What was the total?
Like,
34.
34.
Disgusting.
Nidra takes 34, and Cassidy takes 34.
Yeah.
Esme just takes 17.
18.
18. So you make your save. So
Yeah.
you're just gonna take half damage or a quarter damage here. 9.
3.
Yeah, 3 damage. Precisely.
This week on Dr. Pimple Popper.
Ew. Except we pop them with fire. So it's probably really stinky.
Hope none of these
Okay.
pestilent things are flammable.
Well done.
Yeah, just all on fire.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Is drinking a potion a bonus?
Yes.
I will chug one of my potions.
Chug a health potion.
Yes.
Greater or regular?
It's just a regular 2d4 plus 2. All right, 7 health.
7 health, and then make me a saving throw at the end of your turn against poison as well, please.
Potion. Poison.
Natural 1.
Poison resistance.
You are still poisoned.
What is up with... Each one of my dice has rolled a natural 1 tonight. Each one of my d20s.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeesh.
This is terrible luck.
Seriously?
I need new dice.
Don't be a dice elf, be a dice goblin.
Well, look at this. This is Dice Elf.
Yeah, that's
I am Dice Elf.
3 specifically crafted.
When I read that, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm Dice Elf.
Yeah. And I was like,
And I do them in order. And
I'm like the Goblin King.
Yeah.
Right?
a million stacks.
Thea's turn is
Like
next.
five
and
of
she
these
is going
boxes
to.
full of dice.
She's going to move 30 feet to
And that's not even all the
between,
dice, that's just sets.
basically in the middle of all her sisters.
Nice. Oh.
I like the fireball marker. I think that's-
It's great. It helps me visualize way better than...
So she moves her aura within reach of her sisters, and then she is going to try cast a spell.
What is this like sisterhood called? Like
The Coven.
The coven.
It's called a coven. It's just a coven. It's not, or the coven, I suppose. They don't really have a name. They're just like the coven of hags.
Yeah.
Specifically, these are the hags that have been hounding you for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Setting traps and
Before Tavish
ambushes
was
and-
part of the party.
We had
Akio,
to run
I
in with a
need
mechanical
you
squirrel. It was
Oh boy.
a long story.
to make me a wisdom saving throw with advantage because it's a magic.
15. Okay. 15.
15 just barely makes it. As you see, Thea reaches out her hand and she attempts to cast polymorph on you. And you feel yourself starting to like shrink down, and then your cloak of resistance is like, we're not having any of that. And you pop back out. Yeah.
Oh.
Doctor Strange.
And she looks pretty upset that you keep shrugging off her spells so easily. Almost as if she was the Esme is going to go next, and she is going to hiss at Deidre, but she's going to move away from Thornock She's specifically going to take the disengage action, so that she does not take attacks, and she's going to move back behind Thea.
This Thea?
No, that's Thea. So she's just going to move back, and she looks like she's going to start preparing something. But she uses her whole turn.
It's going to be
doing that.
Dispel. No, she's got her aura.
Okay. I'll use my full movement to go 10, 15, 20, and 25.
Okay.
Here. And so I guess I'll be able to hit these.
Do you have to recharge it, or is it just
It's concentration?
Concentration.
So as my action, I will use again. When I cast it, it's the same flame every time. So it'll be fire damage. They have to make a DC. Is that 16? Yes, Dex 16.
Esme makes it.
And it's
Thea
a
does
bonus
not.
action.
Oh wait, sorry.
Just to cast it. That's an action.
Thea gets advantage.
Okay.
They both make their saves.
Are they in the aura or
Last
whatever?
minute.
Yeah, they're both
That's
like
nice.
it looks like they're all within the order now. All the hags are
19.
actually within
So
And
the.
is that just like you pose disadvantage on us, or
It gives disadvantage on all spell and ranged attacks, and it gives them advantage on all saving throws against spells.
okay? Cool.
19. So it's 19 damage total, and it's half as much if they succeed on their Dex throw.
So 9 if they succeed.
Yep. Blow the flames, and then as my bonus action, I'll kind of finish that, and I'm going to wipe my lips and be like, "We've killed many of you before, and you are not going to be anything different." And I'm going to give advantage to, or my bardic inspiration. Behind the hedge. I guess Thornock gets bardic inspiration, and I'll say, "Thornock, let's get her." So that's a 1d10 on any of your saves or attack rolls.
All right. Next round, top of the round. Tavish, it's your turn.
I'm still just focused on that one.
Yeah.
But at this point, I am going to. I'm just gonna Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Hunter's Mark. Two more shots.
Got the first.
17.
Do you still have poison? Are you still
No.
poisoned? Okay.
I saved out of it.
17 will hit.
Okay.
21 damage.
Okay.
And just like again, just quick cock and then another shot.
Okay. That'll be 4, right?
Yeah. And that's 22.
22 will hit.
23.
23 damage. She is looking very hurt. Like she collapses to one knee and she's holding her chest that has a gaping hole in it, but she's still managing to like. There's like
Why? Why won't you die?
Go to sleep.
And she's like reaching out toward Thornock as if she's trying to do something to pull his life essence away. Thornock, it is your turn. Unless you had anything else.
Nope.
Okay.
That's it.
I want to chase the one that I was attacking.
Okay, so that's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 40 to get there. Because it's within the
Oh, because she's
I can move 40.
water.
Perfect. Yep. So you just you like rush into this aura, and everybody just watches as like Thornock is just like slowly pushing through up to the hags, and they look very surprised that you're able to get to them at all. Go ahead and make your attack.
Plural.
19 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 21 points of damage.
Okay. Next attack.
The natural 20.
Alright.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Kill them.
I need his luck, man.
I'm gonna have to have him come bless my dice or something.
I can get you
I need
a 5-gallon jug of holy water. It's sitting in my uncle's garage.
Hey, you know what?
Long story, and it's a pretty funny story too.
Do you know
Yeah.
why?
Are you sure it's still holy? I think that the effects.
No,
It has
Depends on
it
what
has a
level
well, if you believe in Catholicism, then it's holy water.
It has a casting time of 1 minute, but I think the duration is only like 1 year.
You know, the Pope could bless the whole ocean.
It's along the lines of that, yeah.
34 points of damage.
So you bring the first strike down and slice into her, and she lets out a shriek, and she turns to Thea, and she says, "Sister, help!" And then all of a sudden there's just an axe in her chest, and she collapses to the ground.
Nice.
You know why there's no vampires in Africa?
Because God blesses the rain down in Africa.
Go to the province.
That sounds about werewolves, though.
So
Look up Africa werewolf theory,
Okay.
and or total African werewolf theory.
It's about child poverty and, it's oppression and people dying.
it looks like on a short rest, I get action surge back.
Do you now?
So I'm gonna action surge
Okay.
and attack because she was right by another hat.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna 24 to hit on the first one.
I'm gonna start listening to this
sure,
when
sure.
I read books.
That'll
That'll
hit.
zone.
Depends on what you're reading, right?
Well, fantasy for sure.
When
That's all I
I
read.
a lot of times if
I know.
I'm kind of feeling not in the mood to write my Star Trek game, I usually throw on. I find like a 4-hour like sci-fi background.
And just gets you.
Yeah,
in the mood.
yeah, and I'm like, okay, all right.
I got some ideas now.
Sort of-
Juices are
what else?
flowing.
21.
Yeah.
21.
So you DM that.
21. Okay.
You DM that one.
Yeah.
Next attack.
Yeah,
It's basically the same thing as inspiration.
28 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
It's crazy.
It's a lot of fun if you.
Yeah, you should dip in.
Bard, Barian.
I think that's a fighter
17
fighter
points
stuff,
damage.
Sorry, how many points?
Fighter would work too.
Action surge is 5.
17.
Yeah, I
17?
think that's
Okay.
because he's multi-classing.
Does this give me one more bonus action?
No.
Just a solo action.
Okay, that's good.
For her.
All right. So Thorndock pulls the axe out of Cassiday's corpse and turns and just starts slamming into Thea as well. Which obviously now there was disadvantage on both of those first 2 attack rolls. And whatever.
From her aura?
Yeah, from the drowned aura.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was just movement.
No,
that's
it was attacks too. Yeah, that would have prevented at least the critical. No, it doesn't matter. She was low enough.
Unless you roll 2 natural 20s.
Roll me 2 more d20, would you, Thornock?
Sure. I got 2 4.
24. Got a 24.
And what's your bonus to attack?
11.
11.
Yeah, 11.
Okay, so those would have missed. Whatever, doesn't matter.
Dang it!
Take 10 points of damage.
He would have
for
used his bardic
overexerting yourself.
inspiration. He would have used his bardic inspiration.
Oh
to
yeah,
add to it.
I would have just used my bardic inspiration
Yeah,
for
okay.
one of them.
Well, go
So
ahead
I'll
and
just
spend
knock
that
that
then.
off.
Yep, that's good enough.
So all in all, the outcome would have been the same, roughly.
That is the end of Thornock's turn. Ari,
Okay.
you are no longer inside out. You're right side in.
Alright. I'm just gonna be
Yeah,
like,
it's just a sickening.
I'm just gonna take a second and just.
By the way, if you
Find
guys
my
have,
key, find
if you
my
guys
key.
have never played Darkest Dungeon, you should play Darkest Dungeon.
Darkest.
It's very reminiscent of Everything Tonight, where
Yeah.
you're like everything that happens, you're diseased or
Computer,
cursed
PC.
or
Master
yeah,
race.
PC. Yeah. It is a dungeon crawler, but it is like an eldritch horror. Your people are gonna die. Dungeon
I've
crawler.
heard of that, and you get Yeah, like it's almost inevitable that your heroes die off, and you gotta like constantly be recruiting new ones, and they get like PTSD and like yeah.
They slowly go insane the longer you're down.
Hey, it's on Nintendo Switch.
Oh, is it?
Woohoo!
Nice. Sweet.
All right.
Interesting.
Recommendation of the day.
It's an interesting
I take a
game
second
to be on a Switch.
It's also
right?
a PlayStation
Center myself and go back into the
It's only
fray.
like 10 bucks.
5, 10, 15, 20.
It has OS X too. I'll just get it.
They're
on my
loose.
And
They're loose cannons
attack.
now. Trust me.
I'm
Like if you
still
looked at their
poisoned,
story
right? So I
lately,
have disadvantage.
You come around the hedge, you see Esme clutching
No,
at her
like
chest
pretty-
on her knees.
The only way
sketch
they
stuff
can
on
compete. It's the only way they can really
So 18.
there's some of those
18 is the
harem
most.
games, there's
That
the
will
lowest.
hit.
I'm just telling you, like there's some stuff on it.
yeah.
I'm like Nintendo. Like, what are you doing?
So you're actually just
Whatever.
gonna go ahead. You just come up, crack her neck. She's at
Okay.
2 hit points. So what do you make your
Nice. And
So she
then-
like falls to the ground, clutching her chest, and all of a sudden these hands just come out from behind the bushes. Yeah.
snap. Okay.
You
So
reverse
then-
Homer out of
But does she have, I'm just saying like the horn. He grabs the horns.
He grabs the horns and wrenches
Oh.
the mask
back
around.
25, 30,
Sick
35.
attacks.
And move up on this one.
Oh, really
You're gonna
grinds
have
my
regular
gears.
attack because don't you get
You can't find the
When
horns
she's-
before.
when she's within 5 feet. No, I
What if
can
you
use
do
my
that?
sneak attack damage, but it doesn't give
Give
me
me
advantage.
Yep. So you'll still be at
Still
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
I'm a little warm. Is anyone a little warm?
Wow.
Are you open the
218.
Just a little toast.
Perfect.
So
That
28.
hit.
28,
That hits.
28.
about time to.
Okay, so this one. Here we go.
Day of the year.
Maybe.
I've had mine last week, but not
It's like
so
you
far.
14,
turn on
20.
the heater, turn on the AC,
20
turn on the
damage.
heater, turn on the AC.
20 damage.
I've just been trying to live
Okay.
it right about
And
whatever
then
my house ends
I'm
up being.
going
But
to
some days a little too hot. Some days.
use a bonus
78,
action
like,
to
and then
run an
the
arm
base is like
strike.
68.
Alrighty.
I just turn the heater off and then let my
15.
PC stay on. Heats it up.
15 will
I just have a room full of
Okay.
3D printers. Like, I just go down there and I'm like,
A key point for a second arm
I'll show
strike.
you pictures of my enclosure. It works too well.
I got a
I need
19
to
and a
move the-
20.
Oh wow.
I wish I could have crit. That would have been awesome.
Anyway,
Anyway,
So
so
you know
29.
one. Yep.
oh really?
And so this is just another
Put
arm
a-
strike. So
Put
10.
a little bit of a
10
vent
damage,
in.
okay.
Just
I'm gonna
start small and
Alright,
work
yep,
your way
so
up
you-
until you get
you
the
just
right
get it right
temperature.
in there.
Crack Esme's neck,
gets
and
Yeah.
you slide over and you just start pummeling with Thornock on Thea.
Oh, are those your wrist daggers?
Well,
We haven't got those done yet.
no,
Oh.
yeah, I just have my regular dagger.
Because I think I've made.
I think we're waiting on my part.
And
yeah.
you're just doing your.
So
Come
it's
on,
like
man.
dagger, kick,
It's
knee.
It's like you've been in like 3 fights and no longer.
So I guess
Because my-
technically you can still use them. They're
Fix
just
it.
not magic right now.
right.
Um,
Or,
Fix it, Felix.
Or no wait.
It's Deidre's turn, and she's going to turn her eye on you, and she
Chomp.
is going to. Oh, first of all, make me a saving throw for poisoned.
right.
You're just
Disadvantage.
regular.
19.
You are no longer poisoned.
You
So-
still have 3 diseases.
I still
Now-
have like 4 diseases actually.
Go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
You gotta stay
as
away
she
from those
tries
brothels,
to,
man.
Wisdom.
Don't you know you go to the brothel first, then the cleric
20.
right after?
30, 20.
So
So
her eye
those
flashes
skanky
again,
half-elf
but
lens. There's
you-
always a cleric
have any
right
effect
next
on you.
door. So I get their money.
in fact,
Two-
you have a feeling that she may have been trying to put you to sleep.
Oh, and I'm actually
Immune
You
to
got
fame.
as an elf.
ancestry,
I'm
so-
magic. It says
You can't be
that
magically put to sleep.
magic can't put you to sleep.
So
She's
Which-
just not a smart.
she might not know that.
Ah,
She didn't roll well on her knowledge elf check,
Yeah.
even though they live in a forest with elves. Kind of a weird place for them to be.
This is why all our traps don't work. Come on.
It's worked every time, but now that I think about it, it's always been at like 10 o'clock at night anyway.
Yeah.
It takes a little
Actually,
bit.
elves don't sleep at all. They
That's
just
true.
trance.
We
Trance.
just meditate.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks similar to sleeping, right?
All right,
Gee, I've
Akio,
never
it is
known
your
the
turn.
difference.
all right. What can I still do? That was.
That's like being a droid in our
have a
Star
dagger?
Wars game. Everyone's like, the oxygen's running out, and I'm like, I'm good. Everyone else is like struggling to
Speak for
breathe.
yourself, meatbag.
Did you hear they're making a movie of Knights of the Old Republic?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Nice.
The
Confirmed.
script is finished or something like that.
Assume
I'm
that's going to be
sure.
on their Disney streaming
I
platform.
would much rather have just a Knights of the Old Republic 3. Don't give me.
Okay. I'm gonna go right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Shatter right there.
All right, so they'll be
I'll hit
making
both
this
of
with
them.
advantage.
All right, it's a Constitution of 16.
Constitution.
Yeah, for shatter it is.
They both make it,
All right.
so it'll be half damage.
So that's gonna be 15.
15 damage total.
So yeah, half that 7.
Okay.
I think that's the first time you've used
Maybe
It's
spent
a
long time,
lower
yeah,
spell. I don't
recently,
use it that
yeah,
often.
We didn't use
Yeah.
that since like Shelob's lair.
Yeah, it's
And,
just because I'm like running low on spell slots.
Yeah.
Like, what are in my lower
I know,
levels
seriously.
that I can?
I might
Do you
actually
actually
use-
remember the spider's name?
Yeah, I have it written down.
that you talked out of attacking us?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was cool.
yeah. And he was our
That
buddy.
was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, most of the time. Though.
Yeah, where is he now? All these
She
spiders.
is
She's still in the
that
cave.
No.
I tried to get her to come with me and be my mount, but it didn't work.
Because that would have been ridiculous.
I know, right? Penny the fairy.
Is the unicorn going to show up and
All right,
spear one of
so that's the end of your turn.
hacks?
I guess I'll use my remaining 5 feet and go and jump back.
Ah, what was I thinking?
Thea is just going
Too
to
close.
try and claw Ari.
On.
Kind of Hads dispatch the hag. Some silhouetted image behind. Watching. That's what we're doing now.
That's only a 10. Yeah,
On
so
cage.
she's just
Wax
desperately claws at you, but you're able to easily wax on. Esme is dead. Rom.
Right. I'm going to run forward. A cone, a 15-degree cone, correct? Would I be able to hit her and blow back, or would I be hitting other people next?
Well, if you got close enough,
If I was like
wouldn't
right up in her
spray.
face,
Yeah.
Right there.
would I hit my 2 compatriots?
15 foot?
No,
It's a
'cause the
15-foot
first-
cone.
The first one's just straight
So
ahead, isn't
no
it?
matter what, it only goes to here
Yeah.
anyway.
Oh.
Or here, actually.
That's okay. I'll
So
get
you
right
go from that corner.
get right up in her face and be like, you know, your sister and your other 2 friends that have already been dispatched. They deserved everything they got. And I'm gonna go and just keep trying to blow fire at them.
And,
So it would be
Burn the witch!
disadvantage because of this one?
No, it's she gets advantage.
I thought she stopped, like, spells.
That one's cocked.
no, it was
She-
disadvantage on a spell attack.
Yeah, it's disadvantage on spell attacks and ranged attacks,
That's a spell attack.
and
20.
and she gets advantage on saving throws for spells.
Yeah, so he has a
So,
save.
yeah.
This one's make a saving throw.
26.
26,
Yeah.
so half damage for her.
I'm all caught up now.
And then my
You haven't attacked in
My-
the sphere though, so right. So you.
for my
But if
bonus
attack
action, I
through
will
it, I think?
look
Or I wonder
to
if
the
I
edge
can
and be like, "You're looking much better. I'm glad that you're
you probably have
back.
to be in it.
Your
not
skin
in-
is on the right
Yes,
side.
you're on the right side out. Go ahead, get it.
I hear that and I'm like,
Finish this fight, please, and I'm
That
going
was
to give you
terrible.
bardic inspiration.
Nice. That's a D10.
D10 to
That'll
attack
haunt your
or ability
nightmares.
checks.
yeah, I have mind
that
bane
last?
now.
Let's see.
Mind buried.
from it, like the
Yeah.
disease he has.
10 minutes.
Alrighty, Tavish, it is your turn. We are at the top of the round.
I like watching like the 3 of these going all office space on this lady, and I'm just like, nope, okay. And so I aim at Deidre.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my minor or my bonus to drop the hunter's mark.
Don't
Yep.
worry, Lunera, we've got
I'm
this.
gonna attack her.
She's just sitting on a stump holding the dude.
Just watching, like, oh, jeez.
Actually,
got his
if
foot
you
on
look
his
back to her,
back.
she's been fighting ettercaps and spiders the whole time.
Oh, that's right, because you didn't give it to her. Slaughter them.
27 damage.
27? Okay. Wow, I wrote 72 as the damage.
72 damage.
You said
I'll
it.
take it. And then again,
No
it's
backsies.
just two in a row. Just boom, boom,
Okay.
real quick.
And that'll drain you.
And that is 22.
22. That'll hit.
Here goes
Here
her
comes the-
pustule
Here comes the.
body.
How you
Exploding.
like me now?
And that is 19 damage.
Listen to some POD.
So you can see
broken spear.
gaping holes in her stitched flesh. Point.
Yeah, like one of her big bone
Yep.
spikes is like ripped off or something.
Oh, yeah. Thornock, it's
Took
your
me
turn. In
years
fact,
to
break
grow
one of
that.
those bone spikes off right now.
No. Bones.
I'm not that fast of a painter, or else I would do stuff like that.
I can just whip up another one.
3 minutes of playtime.
Such a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's Spider-Man 1. The, what's that guy's name?
Thornock, it's your turn, by the way. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh,
No, the
okay.
Tobey Maguire.
Totally.
Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep
Emo
attacking
Maguire.
that same hag, but I
Okay, go ahead and make your first attack. By the way, I have a whole bunch of incorrect Game of Thrones quotes, pictures that I need to post on Facebook that you guys will love.
I think I saw them the other day. They're hilarious.
17 to hit.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Ten damage.
That is exactly as much as you need to kill her.
Oh, good. I rolled a 1 on my d12.
So there was no possible way to fail.
Yep, there was no way I could fail. 12 is the least amount of damage I can do while I'm raging.
So you slam your axe into her chest as well. She falls to the ground, and then I'm assuming you just charge straight for Deidre.
Yeah.
Gee, Thornock, your magic sure has grown.
Go ahead and make me another Constitution saving throw, please, because she is got a blighted aura.
Natural 20.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, nothing to do about it. That tapeworm is helping you at
That's
this
mage.
point.
She's just like.
I'm my own air purifier.
isn't possible.
He just,
Make your
he
second
just
attack.
opens his mouth and lets her breathe it down his throat. Nothing.
So
He just bursts
She,
back at
she
him.
turns to Akio and says, "Don't let him kill me."
Oh wait, you're not my
and
sister.
now I want a bonus action
Oh.
and use my fighting spirit
Okay,
and give myself temporary 5.
sounds good.
Explosion.
And then I would like to use my second attack on.
Go ahead and roll it.
It is a natural 1.
Oh. Impossible.
It is not possible, apparently. So you come in, you batter through this full like plague cloud, you resist everything, and you get up to her and you swing, and the axe smashes into the hedge and just stops dead because it hits living matter.
Stuck in the hedge.
It just makes him rage more.
You use too much magic.
Okay. Yeah.
I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw as you come within range.
If I were to
Me?
shadow step
No,
behind
Ari.
her, would that still?
Yeah, because the aura is just 20
Okay.
feet around her.
Got it.
Technically, you would have gone to the last turn, but I forgot. So. Hey, you are going to take some poison damage then.
Ooh, can we give him another disease?
No, it's only if you take poison damage while poisoned.
Okay.
Ooh, that's going to be 5 poison damage only. A couple ones.
Alright.
And you're poisoned.
And attack. And I'm poisoned.
Punch her in the saggy boobs. Speed bag!
Alright.
We're all going down.
So
I was already going there.
that is.
She's a hack. It doesn't count.
I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration on this
It's
one.
hilarious.
Okay.
And then uppercut the other one.
Right into her.
Oh,
So
man.
13.
No, that will
Makes a
not.
full-on slap noise.
Then second attack. Natural 20.
And then everything slows down.
19.
19 will hit.
30.
Tooth flies out and spit.
Alright.
Semi-animated. Like Green
Lay
Day.
down.
And your sneak attack
Yeah,
damage, too.
so 24 damage.
How would you like to kill her?
Oh, baby. Okay. I'm gonna like catapult up onto her ugly little head
Uh-huh.
on her shoulders and wrap my legs around her and then just do like a back like suplex, you know what I mean? And just take her head and just like smash it
Okay.
into the ground.
Nani?
And then go ahead and make me a saving throw to get rid of your poison. that. As she slams into the ground, you just hear that sickening crack, and all 4 of the bodies of the hags, all at once, like, their mouths open and they just scream, and this black, like, spectral spirit flies out and dissipates into the air. Each of them. Natural one, you can still poison. You can make it. At that point, it's a minute, so 10 rounds. And you see that all of, like, as this spirit dissipates, all of the blackness dissipates, the forest returns to its normal color. The spiders and ettercaps kind of shake off their little silent miasma that they were in, and they just start scattering. So you guys are now alone in the forest.
Well, we can't leave these bodies here, shall we? And I'm gonna start slurping.
Oh, they're already like fading away.
Okay, I was gonna feed
Like
them
the
to
forest, when they
feed them to my god Hadar.
They have that thing in video games where they
we all
disappear.
need to take a slice.
I don't feel very good.
I agree.
We need to find
Potions all around because I've got nothing.
I have a question. Will the healer help with diseases?
It'll help with the poison, but not diseases.
I have lesser restoration.
Let's
but
get to the town
I have
and
to
see
wait
if we
till
can
the
find
next
the
day.
temple or
Yeah,
whatever.
let's get to the town.
Yeah.
A druid.
I want to look
healer
around
of
and
some
see if there's any indication of, like, maybe like a camouflage witch's hut or burrow or something.
Go ahead and roll me an investigate check.
Are these diseases communicable?
Some might be.
I'll keep my distance from
I keep
everyone
my
just
distance.
in
I
case.
don't want to get turned inside out.
Lunera goes, I can go into town and get you guys a healer, I suppose.
Spread the plague. Let's do this. We're the heroes of greenest, and we killed everyone.
Yep.
Natural
Heroes of Greenest, not Atlands.
Not that.
Nope. You guys are so, like, you are so hanging on by a thread at this point that you're lucky you guys made it out of this. But you did. And you guys head back to the village. So you guys can wait for Brahm's magical healing, or you can cure all of your diseases now. It'll cost
I can do
you
one a day.
It'll cost you 500 gold per disease removed.
Per disease.
I will pay for 3 diseases.
What did you say? Wait for Brahm.
Mine I can do one a day.
Yeah, he can do 1 lesser restoration a day.
Well, unless I want to push it and then try and
But
do
the
2,
staff
but
might
then I might
break.
break.
I will pay.
That's only
How many diseases do we have
chance,
total?
though.
How many? Who has
I just have
disease?
one.
I have a
I
lot.
don't.
Thornock does not.
You said it's 500
So you have
gold?
1 or 2?
500.
Yeah,
I
500.
just have one.
I have 1, and you have how many?
I have 4.
4.
I have a tapeworm, don't I?
Yeah, you do
Yep.
have tape.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Thornock does have a tapeworm.
I have
But
laughing. The laughing.
But he
disease,
made you
what was that
stronger.
one?
You want to
It
get
was
rid of
like
him?
500 gold, you said?
Yep.
If I do
I'm just
something
gonna let my
stressful,
disease
Fester.
fester, I guess, because that's a lot of money for
that one's bad. I got to get
for,
rid of that.
for a minor itching.
I'll pay for
I will
3
wait.
diseases to be lifted.
I will wait until you have a free slot, and these guys are all.
2,000 gold. That's
Mine
a
is
lot- that's
mine
like
is
most
inconvenient
of my
and annoying,
gold.
but not.
All
like
right.
I can't
do that.
I'm still fine.
I'll do mine.
You had your
and
mind
then
one, and what's the other one?
I guess 2 of
That's
Ari's,
it.
since she's basically a walking death.
Yeah.
This is the death curse.
So
Mine's
probably
been gone.
We throw her on the Bring Out Your Dead trolley.
you probably want to get rid of Cackle
I'm not
Fever
dead
and
yet.
Sewer Plague.
Cackle
Those are the
fever
2.
and sewer plague are the bad ones.
Yeah, those are the 2 really bad
The
ones.
ones that are like allergic to magic. I mean, I can deal with some itching.
Yeah,
for a
you
day,
guys
right?
like you will develop rashes.
Yes, I
Like
have a rash.
they will if you don't get them cured within, let's say, a week, it'll start being. a
And
problem.
burning passion was if I engaged in my hobbies or talked to the people that I love.
First degree for eating your favorite food. 2nd degree burns for
2,
doing what
4,
you love.
6,
Uh-huh.
8,
And 3 for professing your love, basically.
I can actually
I
do
think I can
5
restrain
a day.
doing
You can do 5 a day?
I can for 2 charges. I just realized I thought lesser restoration was 5. It's 2 charge for lesser restoration.
this. Oh. Well, then hold on to your money, Thornock. At least as far as I'm
So I can
concerned.
do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, we have
5 is pushing it, but I can do 4 tomorrow.
I seriously, I can throw away 1,500 gold. Like I'm good. I'm all.
You're swimming in gold.
Yeah,
Plus-
I have like 9,000 gold.
Wow.
I'm good.
It's,
I
get,
can.
it's
I
getting
can
to
pay
the point
for
where he can't
some
carry.
healing.
Okay. In that case,
Yeah,
thank
So
you.
those 2,
I'll just pay for
you
3 of them.
probably do want to remove
Whoever
as
wants
quickly as
to
possible.
use it.
So Ari's gonna take the other 2, and you can cure your tapeworm.
In the meantime,
And then I paid
I'm gonna
for
walk around.
my
You paid
mind
500 to get rid of your mind bane.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I still have 2, but you're out of charges today, right?
Yeah.
So we'd have to like take a long
Yeah,
rest.
we'd have to
and-
wait until
Okay,
tomorrow.
got it.
Long rest.
I can deal with magic allergy and
Okay.
burning passion for a night.
So we're gonna go ahead and say that you guys will spend a couple days recovering. So you had the getting rid of the tapeworm is fine. Getting rid of those 2 is actually a really good
We
idea.
saved this town.
And
from a
now
dragon
and
that
now
still
you can
charges
go
us.
ahead and you can get rid of your other diseases because you have figured out that Brom is going to take care of them. There was just there was just a little bit of something might happen if one of you decided to keep one of the more dangerous ones.
We're in the
You're in
the
Atlantis.
town, right?
Yep. Narenvain has been taken into custody. The prince has been called to take his brother back home for trial. And the new warden of the village lets you know that the old warden has been imprisoned for his crimes, basically selling out other elven villages, and he'll be heading up that way too. And he thanks you for helping them figure out what was going on. So, and they all kind of are very impressed by the dragon head that you bring back too. So
You did
Can
that whole
we
thing with the dragon on your
unload stuff here? Is this like a full-on village with like a merchant and
Mhm.
magic
We
shop?
can sell our gray items.
yeah, sell your grace.
Because I have 2 cloudy emeralds from
I have a lot of stuff. So.
the Dragon's Hoard.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll,
that's 500 each, and then
Mhm.
I still have that that necklace with 22 chrysoprase. 20 gold per bead.
Oh, yeah, I just gave you the gold amount. Yeah, I mean you can sell that here, and then you guys can also, you also get the belt of dwarven kind identified. So if somebody wants to use it, can. But that's where we're going to end tonight with
Does anyone else need
the
Constitution?
party recovering.
Me and you.
So
Do you want?
there's a couple
You take it,
things
sorry.
that
You're,
I
you
mean,
get,
if
you
I
get in more close combat than I do,
XP
so you should probably take it.
I can take off my. I would have to drop
you guys
another.
fought. How many
I've got the
orcs for
staff,
that,
the citern, and my luckstone.
6.
So if you've got a
I
spell
don't-
slot,
yeah,
anything
I've
the
got
big one?
got my mantle spell resistant, my staff, and my luckstone, so I can't get rid of.
I have to drop my luckstone.
Or we pawn it
Constitution's not
off.
Terrible. What's your constitution?
14. But I don't get into close combat, so if any of us take it, it should be you. And if you don't want to lose your luckstone, I guess we can always sell it for high price.
Think about it and see what.
What item is it?
It's a belt of dwarven kind. It gives you +2 to Constitution, lets you talk dwarvish, and have, if you're talking, persuading, whatever, charisma with a dwarf, you have advantage. And you can grow a beard.
I have an extra attunement slot, but I don't necessarily need this.
You want it?
Make a tanky guy tankier.
Yeah, but if I
Constitution.
had it, I would be pretty.
Like I said, my slots are all full, and
Yeah.
so
Mine are
is,
full.
Yeah.
so I'd have to drop
yeah,
my
I-
luckstone.
I have an open slot. Do you guys care if I take it?
Or Lunera, but we don't have her sheet up, so.
Yeah, take it.
Go ahead.
Take it.
I'll take it. I'll mark it off my list.
Alright, you ready to hear all the things I need to sell?
Belt
We'll get
of
to that in a
dwarven-
moment.
Belt of dwarven kind.
For now, I want to give you guys XP.
Yes.
So for beating the hags in this combat and completing basically what is a major quest, a major milestone, this thing has been plaguing you guys since level 5, or level 4.
Milestone.
You finally have defeated the coven that's been hounding you and stopped any sort of machinations that they might have. So that is a total of 5,000 experience per person.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
a huge.
More than halfway to 12.
More than halfway there.
So congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good work.
Okay, and that's it for the evening. So we can go ahead and end the stream. Thank you all for joining us. Thornock, do you have anything that you need to sell?